Yep, I've got it. All goods. All goods, mate.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, things are happening.
Cool. Cool. Ooh, what game is this that we're watching?
It's Lies of P.
Ooh, okay.
It was a 10-minute trailer.
Ooh, nice.
HD 4K.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So, Kick apparently doesn't have any terms of service.
Oh, I thought it did.
Oh, yeah. So, it doesn't have any terms of service because its biggest investor is a gambling company,
Ah.
which kind of explains why they allow gambling on the platform.
But why don't they have terms of service? I'm sure I ticked something yes when I first signed up.
Yeah, it's probably like, I agree to be an okay chap.
Okay. Will not be too dodgy.
Yes. It will not be too dodgy.
Beans is in the house. You've got 10 followers now.
Yeah, that's
I thought we
growing
had-
pretty quick, I think. Cake. Jim. Oh, that's amazing.
It's got
we
a
had
very
cake last week.
Assassin's Creed look to this game, isn't it?
It does, eh? I'm looking at it. It's quite cool. It kind of reminds me of Be Happy Few, but less
This broken.
bright. Less broken.
Hey, Chili Dog. Interesting looking game, isn't it?
Looks great. I thought you played as Pinocchio, though.
It's supposed to be based on Pinocchio
Hmm.
somehow. I don't know how that is, but it's supposed to be based on the world of Pinocchio or something.
Basically, France in 1800.
Have you seen the Pinocchio Del Toro movie that was done?
No, not yet.
It's interesting. It's really quite cool. I liked it. It was fun. I say fun. You know, people died and stuff. Things. You know,
Yeah, I was about to.
It's not.
Is
It's not
fun
the-
the right word?
Yeah, it's not the most kind of kid kind of Pinocchio.
Fair enough.
Oh, look at all the pickups you have to do in this game, though. The random bits of white light there everywhere.
Yeah.
I got. Should I hit it as some time? 5 seconds.
Cool.
Do it properly. 2, 1.
This is the XboxCast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the only Xbox news podcast that you need to know about. We cover everything Xbox or everything that we care about, but we call this new news because it is the newest news that we could find fresh off the presses. I'm your host, Carl, joined by Lee, who does all the actual news searching, and we're here to hopefully make your day a little bit better, a little bit brighter, and a little bit more knowledgeable about the fancy world of Xbox that we live in. Mr. Lee, how's it going?
Wow, that was a long sentence of words.
There was a lot of words, but there's something I've picked up listening to a lot of podcasts recently, is that every time you listen to a podcast, even if it's the 497th episode, they always introduce the podcast as if you've never heard it before.
Yeah, got to, because it might be a new person.
It might be a new person.
You
So I
can't
thought,
assume.
hey,
Yeah, no, it's
good
great.
for our 330,000th episode or something. Let's introduce it again so that people are aware of what we do.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's just unusual for you, so this is good.
Well, normally I try to put a joke in, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard a podcast with a joke in the intro for a while. And I think maybe that's now out of style.
Oh, No Agenda Show does. They always say something different each time they start up.
Yeah.
But they're
I'd like
on
to keep
episode
it on the
1500 now, so I think people have been watching them and listening to them for a while.
flow. Yeah. I mean, when you get to the 1,000th of episodes,
Yeah,
then I think you're allowed some leeway of just, starting and just immediately
right.
going into it.
We've been here for a while now, guys.
Yes. I mean, when we do the 1,000th new news episode, it'll literally go start and then you'll just go,
hit the
and
news.
the charts today,
And the charts today are. They were do.
will just
And
immediately
you've
go
been
into
getting
the
news
chart.
this week. You've sent me 2 news stories this week.
I know, I'm feeling very newsy this week.
Very unusual newsy for you.
Well, I mean, I do what I can to make your job easier.
That's right. Or to confuse me.
Also, if I find news that I can rant about, I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, no, that's what I like too. What is this?
So,
What
how you
craziness
been?
is this? All right, I've had the day of Forza Horizon 5 today.
Did you get the expansion? Is that
It's
why?
not come out yet.
Oh, okay.
It's out tomorrow. And I was like, oh, actually, I might jump in. I haven't done all the Hot Wheels stuff.
Yep.
And I'd realised I haven't done much of the Hot Wheels stuff, so I did a whole bunch of Hot Wheels stuff today. Like, I really stopped.
nice.
I must have done it for like 10 minutes and went, eh. So
Yeah,
today,
it's
I
Hot
just went,
Wheels.
it's Hot Wheels, yeah. But today I jumped in, did the finish off the chapter stories, and did a whole bunch of racing, did all the jumps, did all the speed traps, collected, I've got 440 cars or something stupid now.
That's a bit ridiculous.
It is, yeah, because I went through a phase. I had like 6 million in the bank. I was like, oh, cool. So when you buy cars, if you buy like a pack of Fords, and you get X amount of Fords, you get like a bonus. So I was trying to finish off the Fords and the Hondas and all that, and trying to finish all the packs to get the little bonuses at the end of it.
Yep.
And the
yep,
bonuses are rubbish most of the time, but you know, it still feels good to go. Oh, I wonder what it is, because you don't know what it is until you actually complete the pack.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I haven't played Forza for ages, so
Oh,
it was
yes.
actually like a new game again because I haven't played it for so long. So it's actually quite good just to
Nice.
jump in.
So looking back, is it still a good Forza game?
It's the same as 4. It's just Forza 4.5. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
suppose
DLC
there's so much
for-
they can do.
It's DLC for Forza 4.
Yeah. No, fair enough. But come to Saturday, the 1st of April, are you not going to be gamed out?
Why? What's happening on the 1st of April?
I'm glad you asked. Every April, we run an achievement challenge.
Really?
Yes, all the information, most of the information actually, is on our website.
As much as information as we could squeeze in.
Yes. So check it out at www.thexboxcast.co.nz and go to the April Achievement Challenge. It's in the top menu and it'll tell you all about it and even has a handy link to sign up, which is quite cool. We
just
have
realised-
16 people this year that is going to compete.
That's actually crazy. There you go. That's the website there. No, that's not the website.
Nope, that's not the website.
That's not the
But
website
still.
you're looking for.
It's very cool. But still, on April, aren't you going to be gamed out after this week of just gaming, Forza-ing?
I'm warming up.
Yeah, I see. Getting your thumbs ready.
Getting warmed up. Getting my thumbs all hardened up so they can handle the gaming.
The hours and hours of terrible games,
Oh no! This is also the thing. So I've been playing Harry Potter, which was really good.
which has been amazing.
It's been amazing. Yep. And then Forza, which has actually been better than I expected. So, and then did a couple of games to review in between all this as well. So it's been nice. I've just been doing the games I want to play for now until I'm forced into the dross.
until we have to play the terrible
The
games
terrible games, yes.
for the easy gamer score.
I have a bunch of games I started. Remember that one? It's a square and a circle and and it's called something about Thomas.
Oh yeah, Thomas is alone.
Thomas. I never completed the game,
Oh, it's such a good game.
so I'm thinking I can complete that game because it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
And I'm at the
definitely.
end of all the achievements, and I think they get more points at the end.
Ah, yes.
I was like, oh,
High
that could
ratio.
work. A high ratio, yeah. So I was like, oh, I could get the post there. That would help out on my ratio, just to begin with, anyway, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's going to go downhill from there. But
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm just thinking about my ratio. I've got a plan to keep my ratio high.
okay, sure.
We wait and see.
What is it?
We wait.
1.1 last year, wasn't it, or something? 1.14 or something? Like it was
It was
bad last
almost
year.
a 1-to-1.
It was almost 1-1. I might beat
was-
you, but it wasn't by much.
No, it wasn't by much, but it was still good.
It was still good.
It was
Yes.
still good. I mean, I should have gotten a trophy for the lowest ratio.
Yeah, actually, that's a wooden spoon almost.
Yeah, just a wooden spoon, not even a real trophy.
No, just a wooden spoon for bad gaming.
Oh, that's amazing.
Playing the worst games win award goes to Kyle.
Yep. The award goes to Carl.
Although Michael
Brilliant.
KV might have been challenging for that actually.
Yeah, I think this year he might be. But the thing is, they make more baby games every year, but there's only so many baby games a year. So we kind of capped by the actual output
I
of
think
the
you'll
industry.
be surprised how many baby games there are actually out there.
You say that.
Yeah, well, look at Charlotte. She went from 0 to 200,000 in like 18 months or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's possible.
that's really possible. Really
We
possible.
wait and see. We wait and see what the challenge is like.
I did the calc last year, and I reckon I could easily hit 100k last month. Easily hit 100k last month. Because only at 2 or 3k a day. So that's 3 baby games a day.
3 baby games a day.
So that's 90,000. So if you did 4 a day, that's 120,000. So
Yeah.
it's insane. And that's only the most games are maybe half an hour. You could do half an hour games. I bet there's a bunch of half an hour, 20-minute games out there.
Yeah,
So you could knock out 2,000 or 3,000 in a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then have a weekend. So you can push on the weekend, do 5 hours on the game on the weekends, get 5k, 6k on the weekend.
Yep.
So yeah, 100k in a week, and it is no problem at all. A month,
it's
sorry.
no problem. But I mean, then think about
You may
if
want to
were
shoot
able
yourself
do
in the
that-
head though after you've played it for so long.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, intersperse that with some good games at least. Try 100% Tomb Raider because that's pretty easy to 100% apparently.
How many hours though? So you got an hours to completion ratio you've got to work out now. So
For Mark Yabara, when he was still working for Xbox, someone on Twitter said to him, I bet you that you don't play games, being a Microsoft exec and all the rest. So he's like, okay, he will get 50,000 gamer score in 1 month, but not playing baby games. And you know what he did? He played through the Tomb Raiders. He played through all these games that we think are really big games. He just sat down and played. And he got 50k, but of like these really long games, these 10, 12-hour games.
yeah.
He says, look, I'm an executive at Microsoft. I'm looking after my family. I'm going to gym and doing keto or whatever he was doing. Plus 50k in a month. It's easy. What's your excuse? And he streamed his last achievement as well, getting his last achievement in Tomb Raider and 100% in the series. And everyone was just like, my word, that's incredible. Good job. Does he never sleep?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not a problem. 100k in a month, easy.
Easy. It is easy. But we're now laying down the challenge to the listeners and to everyone else who's signed up because they have to carry the team. Remember, it's not just you guys that are playing alone, but you have teams now, and your teams are decided by what country you're in. So whatever country you're in or from, Cameron, you're going to be part of that team, going to be all lumped together, and you got to do it for your team. And it's not only just games, steps as well. Very important. You've got to get your steps going.
How's that working for you, Zoe?
Well, I mean, pretty good, I think. I wish I got my phone here so I could see what my monthly steps are, but let's have a look. Today alone, I'm at 7,000 steps, and that's just normal before gym. So, and that's what, 7,000 a day roughly on the week. So let's say 10,000 every day that I go to work, plus the weekends when I actually do walk around on purpose.
On purpose.
Yep, actually go places on purpose, not just walk to the office and back. I think it'll be good.
Yes. Shall we go for it? Shall we do the charts?
Yes, let's stop talking about the April Achievement Challenge. I'm sure people are pretty sick of hearing about it. And let's dive into the news.
We're excited.
What can you offer us today, Lee?
We have the charts, obviously.
Obviously.
Let's just get into it. Okay, so it's really boring. Top 5. Actually, Destiny 2 in the top 5 still, which is quite interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Still sticking around. So it's been there for a few weeks now. Obviously, COD and Fortnite, Minecraft, GTA 5 are all there. Roblox has swapped places. Rocket League's high as well. I don't realise how high Rocket League is. Just seems to stay there, doesn't it? Always around there.
Yeah, it does. Rocket League just hangs around, but I think it's got a really good
good league.
Competitive community.
That's what I mean. Isn't there a league, a Rocket League thing? They're like you can play
a
against
Rocket
League as get points and be rated and stuff and get rankings and stuff. Rankings is what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there must be.
There is, because you can see it when you're playing. There's us casuals, us dirty casuals, and then you get like if you want to play rankings. I think you get don't you get achievements playing ranking games and winning them?
I think you do.
Forza Horizon 5 has gone off a place. Be interested to see what that does next week. And the DLC releases it's 7 o'clock on the 30th as it releases the update. So it may work tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know if it's 30th US or 30th NZ. My Xbox said 30th, 7 o'clock on the 30th.
Okay, well, I mean, they did do a staggered launch, didn't they? Where everyone jumped into New Zealand to play the game first.
Oh yeah, everyone appeared in New Zealand. New Zealand's like population doubled or something overnight.
Yeah, imagine that your country is known for its gaming tourism.
Should charge them, shouldn't we? And Hogwarts has dropped a couple places, still hanging around there. Completed it this week. It's an awesome game. Much fun.
Oh, fantastic. Interesting that with everyone completing it or finishing up the single player, that it's still hanging around number 14.
Yeah. I think people are still buying it. You wait until it comes out. I think it's next month, isn't it? Doesn't the Xbox One version come out next month?
Yeah, the Xbox One version. It'll get a big jump,
Really interesting to see how much it goes up by.
That'll be great.
Because it's still breaking records even as it is. Did talk about it was it last week? I found an article and it was saying it's beaten... the Forsaken. Is it Forsaken, the game that kind of destroyed everything last year? The Dark Souls game.
Yeah, that one.
What is it called? It's not
called Elder Scrolls. Elden Ring?
Elden Ring, yeah. So that's not been knocked off the perch for like amount of copies sold. Hogwarts has won. And Hogwarts has not come out yet for the Xbox One version.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so there's going to be a record broken for that one. Sea of Thieves gone off a couple of places. Resident Evil 4, a new entry, at 19. So that's the super top version that came out.
Yep, that's a new one. Excellent.
Lots and lots of good reviews about it. Everyone's saying it's awesome.
Everyone says it's a really good remake.
Yeah. They've kind of fixed it, haven't they? They've tweaked it and fixed it. This is how remakes should be done, as one headline I saw today. I was like, okay.
Yep.
It's high praise. Elden Ring's gone up by a couple places. Talking about Elden Ring. Atomic Heart's still dropping. It's a single-player game, so yeah, that was going to happen. Red Dead 2's dying off as well. Red Dead 2's been there for so many years, hasn't it?
Yeah, Red Dead 2 hangs around for ages, doesn't it?
A re-entry, of Plague Tale Requiem.
Oh, cool. Everyone's jumping back into that.
Because of something to do with...
the quests? The Game Pass quests. Are
Oh.
your quests working at the moment?
It is quests on the 26th. I get messages to pick up some points when I get achievements and stuff.
Yep, but if you go and activate it or go and have a look at it...
Yeah, it works. On my Xbox, it was okay.
Oh, mine are not working at all. Mine just says something went wrong.
No, I'm sure it did. Because I went in there today. Because I was because I got a Forza 5 achievement. And it pinged and mine went, you got your weekly achievements. I was like, oh, cool, I'll go and grab those 3 random things that I did.
Interesting. Yeah, mine is still broken, which is a pity.
It is. Have you tried turning it off and back on there?
Yeah, I've tried that. And even on the app, the phone app, it says, you've got your point claim button. That's all gone. And so is the daily quests gone out of the app for me.
Yeah, but it doesn't like you.
Maybe it doesn't.
Because you had so many
points.
Too many points.
Yeah, I got so many points that they just decided, actually.
There's a limit.
Yep.
We're not going to give him a free Xbox, so let's just stop him.
That's a pity.
City Skylines is a new entry, a remastered version at 28, which is quite cool.
That's good. That's a really good game.
Yeah. Far Cry 5 has gone up from 40th to 32nd
Nice.
because I had that update last week.
Update, and the update came with free play days.
Oh, is that right?
So that's probably what helped bump it up as well.
Anything else interesting? Oh, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition is there at 39.
It's just hanging around, isn't
It's
it?
hanging around like a bad smell.
Um,
Age of Empire DE's at the very bottom, propping up, dropped down a few places. Yeah, relatively interesting. Okay, so I think we're going to do Activision, aren't we, initially?
yeah, let's talk Activision. There's been a lot of Activision news lately.
So this could bore a lot of people. So just tune out for like 20 minutes or so.
Yeah. So let us know if Activision bores you, and then just skip ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe we should use chapters or something.
I think that's a good idea. So, Chapter 1, the Activision.
The Activision saga.
Yes, that's the one.
Right, okay. So, beginning of the week. On the 22nd, actually, so this time last week. There was, I don't know if you remember, there's a class action from a bunch of gamers against
Yes.
Microsoft, against the Activision deal, due to antitrust or whatever kind of we want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So Judge Jacqueline Scott Corley tossed the case out without prejudice, calling it woefully short on detail. Though the antitrust suit suggests Microsoft may break its promise to keep the popular game like COD franchise available on competing platforms, the possibility isn't enough, the judge said. That's amazing. I was like, so Judge actually understands that saying, oh, they may do this is not enough to kind of take them to court, which is basically what Sony's been doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. How, she wrote, is it possible Microsoft will make Activision game catalog fully or partially exclusive? Yes, they have plaintiffs' alleged facts that make it plausible Microsoft would reasonably like to do it. Without more factual context, no. I was like, that's amazing. So they went, no, go away. They got 20 days to come back to amend the complaint. But I don't think it's going to work from the sound of it because all the information coming out now is everyone's agreeing with them, basically. Microsoft is saying, oh, no, it's fine. Everyone's agreeing with Microsoft and letting them do stuff because they signed up 10-year deals and all that, haven't they? So,
Yep. Setting up all those 10-year deals.
yeah.
It's pretty interesting because some of the guys that they've been pinning these deals with, like the cloud guys, I'll put them in inverted commas, I've never heard of.
No, there's a random, was it Chinese or I can't remember the name of it now, but there was a random company I'd never heard of and they got a 10-year deal to do COD.
Yeah. How odd.
It does say Corley acknowledged in a 12-page opinion that Microsoft appears to have previously broken pledges about keeping newly acquired content on rival gameplay and distribution platforms, such as Sony PlayStation. She cited the tech giant's 2020 acquisition and another game publisher, ZeniMax Media, yeah. But I don't know, did they actually promise that, though? I don't remember them ever promising that they weren't going to put... Because Starfield, everyone's complaining about Starfield, aren't they?
Yeah, but Starfield wasn't announced for any platforms.
No. So I don't think they promised to put... I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, but I don't recall them ever promising that.
No, I don't think they did. And also, Redfall and Starfield, they weren't announced when Microsoft bought them.
No, they were in June last year, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Redfall was, I think.
It's not like they're being taken away.
The judge also rejected part of the case on the other grounds, saying the gamers lack standing to claim the merger would have an anti-competitive impact in the labour market for video game developers.
Good. So someone actually understands what's going on and understands that these are just butthurt people crying about things.
It's PlayStation people. Come on, let's
Pretty much.
let's not beat around the bush. Okay, so that's the first story, which I thought was cool. So actually, sensible person. Good job, Judge Jacqueline. You did well.
Yeah, good job.
Good job, Will. High five. So this was funny. So this came out. What day was this one out? I think this was like 2 days later or something. The gaming in the FTC. Japan colludes with the antitrust regulators against the MSFT. So what's happening is now everyone's going to Japan and saying, "Hey, The JFTC, the Japanese Fair Trade Commission, has been turning a blind eye to Sony's violations of Japanese antitrust laws. An aggressive effort to stifle competition with its main competitor in the market, Microsoft, and its Xbox console subscription. What annoys me about this is never talk about Nintendo. Ever talk about Nintendo.
No, never. Nintendo just seems to get a pass no matter what they do, and I don't understand why.
So weird. So Japan controls 95%. Sony controls 95% of the Japanese market. What they say is high-end consoles. So they're not classing Switch as a high-end console. That's their get out, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's still a bit weird because, I mean, the Switch is still a console. So, it may not be high-end, but it is still competing.
It's got an OLED screen and can play high-end games like COD. So, it is high-end, really.
Yeah. Well, it's going to play games like COD. I don't think it has COD at the moment.
Well, it has played games like COD. Does play games like COD, doesn't it? It has got games that all kind of stand out quite well. It's got Red Dead, isn't it? Stuff like that, isn't it?
I don't think it's got Red Dead. I know it's got the new Pokemon, which is struggling on the hardware.
Oh, God. Okay. Anyway, so 95% of the market. Japan, JFTC, been turning a blind eye to Sony's antitrust law violations. So what Sony been doing is they've been giving money to publishers. Sony rewards game publishers for not distributing games through Xbox.
Yep, we know this.
I know. But no one's ever said this. No one's been saying this, though, at all. No one's ever said anything about this.
Well, no one of importance. All the people on Twitter have been saying
Yeah. Okay, it's true. This is actually on a realclearmarkets.com. So this isn't off a normal kind of gaming website, which is why it was interesting. It popped up in my stream. I was like, okay. And that goes unpunished by the JFTC while they aggressively investigate American companies. It's brilliant. I'm just like, wow. So no wonder Microsoft have been struggling in Japan.
But we've known this for a while, that this is what Japan does. They're very, very good at looking after their own businesses and their own interests.
So the start of this is quite an interesting article, because it says here, American politicians and media focus on China's anti-competitive practices. Similar to practice in Japan go largely unnoticed. American auto manufacturers have long suffered from Japanese protectionism. And more recently, US tech giants and gaming companies have been targeted as well. So I didn't realize they actually do the same for the automobile guys.
Yeah, that is interesting, eh?
Yeah. So
you should go, look, okay, right, Japan, you actually have no say in what we do. American company buying American company, you can disagree, agree, whatever. You have no say. We're letting you know as a matter of politeness.
But the point of this is that they're stopping the US from actually having a fair playing field.
Yeah.
That's the problem with this.
Just with everything, which is quite interesting.
Yes, with everything. Yes, exactly. Yes.
And to think, if Sony didn't make this much noise, right, going into the merger, this would probably never been looked at.
I know, exactly. So I wonder if Japan now looking at Sony and going, can you just stop it? Can you just... You're not going to win. Walk away. Okay.
Keep quiet. Don't get us into trouble.
Don't say anything else.
Yep.
FTC, the ledger of the deal will increase Microsoft with considerable power, which we know is bullshit, because it basically says here, never mind, Sony's PlayStation controls 70% of the worldwide market and 60% of the American gaming market of high-end gaming consoles, basically Xbox and Sony and PlayStation.
Yeah. Which is odd that's all they think about, eh?
Yeah. So this story came out, and I was like, this is amazing. I saw this pop up, and I was like chuckling to myself reading this, going, okay. And then we have another one coming up as well, which is even better. 11 members of Congress argue Sony is unfairly hurting Xbox in Japan. So what, off the back of this happened like the next day or something.
Yep. Now
that Congress have actually stepped up and written a letter, I guess. What do they do?
A strongly worded email.
Strongly worded email, that's right. Yes. Dear Sir or Madam.
To whom it may concern. We are very, very disappointed.
Very unhappy about this.
With your behavior in this matter.
So policymakers are raising concerns last week to Biden officials, saying Sony business practices in native Japan are blocking US companies from competing in that country's gaming market and could run afoul of US-Japan trade deals. So now it's gone to company, it's gone to country level now when they talk about US and Japan trade deals. Yeah, unexpected pressure became public on Thursday when Senator Marie Cantwell pressed U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai on it during a trade hearing. So Catherine Tai sounds, so it sounds like basically the Americans going, hey, you can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a letter. You see, 10 members of the House sent 2 letters on Thursday. There you go. To Tai and to Gina Raimondo, urging action.
This is, if this goes up the chain further, right, then it'd be pretty funny if Sony has caused a sanction against or a trade war, or mini trade war with
it'll be concessions
Japan.
from Japan to US. That's what will happen.
Yeah,
It'll be a bigger level of concessions Microsoft ever going to make.
that's amazing. And then also because Sony haven't
I've got to
signed
rescue my dog. He's knocking the door.
Oh. Let's just mark this. Pause. Like that. What do you guys in chat think while Lee's disappeared? And just remind Lee that he needs to cut this out when he does edit the podcast again. Okay, right, guys, he's back. We can stop talking about him.
Hello. Dog went outside. Decides he doesn't like using the door to come back in again, even though he can.
Amazing. Okay.
So yeah, continue. Sorry.
Okay. Well, just remember to cut this out of the what's it.
Oh sure, I'll cut out in post.
I was saying that it would be incredible if this deal and Sony's whinging has caused a minor trade war between the US and Japan, where Japan has to start, allowing certain concessions to American companies in order to continue to trade with the US.
Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen, isn't it? Unless Sony pull the head in, but is it too late now?
It's too late. I think, the cat's out the bag. Sony whined and moaned and complained way too much. And it really did just escalate up the chain. You forget how big Microsoft is and how much money they have for lobbyists.
Well, they're the second biggest country in the world, aren't they? Behind Apple, isn't it the 2 biggest? Aren't they the $2 trillion companies that are basically out there?
Yeah. So it's massive company, lots of lobbyists. And if you say to the American Congress, I mean, they're not exactly the smartest bunch in the world, are they?
No, you just point them in the right direction, don't you? You just kind of go, just look over there and read that, and then, awesome, thanks.
Yep. So here's the money. But if they say, look, this is hurting American jobs and American prospects and America's way of life, then the Congress people, the politicians that they are, will go, oh, this is a good talking point. We can score some political points here by looking like we're standing up for the American public. So
it says on that first article, it says that if President Biden is serious about helping American workers, strengthening the economy and promoting innovation, these are 2 things. There are 2 things you should do immediately. First, before the United States and other G7 head to Hiroshima, Japan this May, discuss economic and trade policies, among other global issues. I was like, oh, okay. So that's not going to work very well because it's in their backyard.
Yep. And did you see, so pointing to this, that now it's escalated so high, and then the news that the Japanese FTC has agreed and said that this agreement can go through now. You think that's what Japanese politicians leaning on the FTC and saying, you better say this can go through because it's about to get a lot worse for us?
Well, the deadline's now May, isn't it, I guess? Because
April, from what I've heard.
No, but if it isn't sorted and they have to go when they go to Hiroshima and have a chat, the Americans could quite easily bring this up.
Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine you are the president of Sony and you realize that your company has caused this a shift in the world's economic trade policies just because you were like, but my Call of Duty.
Because how big's the Japanese car market? I imagine it's massive. I imagine it's a huge part of their GDP.
Yeah. And so if you start putting, sanctions against that, you're going to hurt them quite a bit economically.
So funny, isn't it?
It's amazing. Do you think Microsoft sat there just after they had decided to do this and they thought, we could actually bring Japan's economy to its knees?
I thought there'd be pushback, but I don't think they realize how bad it would be.
Yeah.
The problem is that Europe doesn't like the US companies because they're too big.
Yes.
And so the theory is that in Europe it's consumer first, and in the US it's capitalism, so it's company first.
Yep.
And they go against each other, obviously, because one wants to
Yeah,
help the
yeah.
consumer, wants to make the company bigger, one wants to help the consumer get the best deal. So whenever they come to any sort of deals, it's really hard for them to work together because they've got a completely different ethos.
Yep. But the EU is saying that they provisionally, or the rumor is that they
Oh
provisionally,
no, I know it's kind of because they're making concessions. That's why, isn't it?
yeah,
This is a whole 10-year deal.
the 10-year deals.
The
But
10-year
it's going to be
deals.
hilarious because at the end of it, everyone is going to have a COD 10-year deal except PlayStation.
We should get to that later in this next letter. Next thing we get from.
Ooh.
But anyway, so I just want to say the Republican letter alleges that Sony PlayStation has a 98% of the high-end console market in Japan. So 95% just now. Now it's 98%.
Well, I mean, fair enough. They sold what, 12 Xboxes last year or last week, type thing.
That's right.
Remember when they were selling 7 a week? And
I know. We were celebrating double figures at one point.
I know, it was hilarious.
Yeah, so in between the line, here it goes. So Article 8 of the 2009 US-Japan Digital Trade Agreement calls for the countries to enable non-discriminatory treatment of digital products, which should include games. It doesn't say if it's game consoles as well, but it does say games.
Which is interesting.
And again, this is off Axios. Like, I don't know who these guys are. Doesn't feel like it's a technology section, but...
Yeah, but they're not, big gaming publications.
No.
So
No.
the fact that this is making it into mainstream is, I don't think Sony realized how much of a world of pain that they are going to get themselves into by this.
It's because what they're saying is what they do.
Yeah, exactly. But
so
they should have.
that's a problem. Oh, here's the letter.
They should have just shut up and just signed the 10-year deal for COD and said, "Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. 3 bags full, sir."
Here's the actual letter as well.
That's exciting.
Isn't that
Are you going to read it for us or just give us the clip notes?
I didn't realize I kept going down. I was like, oh, the actual letters are sent here as well. Dear Ambassador Tai and Secretary Raimondo, we count on the US of offers trade representatives. Yeah, I can't do that. It's a long letter. Lots of words.
It is, and full of legalese as well.
Yeah. There's lots of words. Now, it does say the imbalance. We'd like to bring your attention to the imbalance of Japanese video game market, which we are concerned may be a result of discriminatory trade practices that could violate the spirit of the US-Japan Digital Trade Agreement. We also would like to focus on the issues of the Biden administration continues to negotiate the Indo-Pacific and economic framework. There's lots of words in here.
There is lots of words.
Yeah. Japan allows gaming companies. This is actually quite good. So JAM allows foreign game companies to sell in this market, but US companies have never gained a foothold. Microsoft debuted its Xbox in Japan in 2002. Despite 20 years of investment, still has an eligible 2% share of the high-end console market. I understand the Japanese government tolerates a range of exclusionary conduct by their domestic companies that may violate the antitrust laws. Yeah, okay. This is quite good then. They've got the stuff right, haven't they? They weren't messing around.
Yeah, no, they're not messing around. It's interesting. Who would have thought a year ago when we got the Twitter announcement of all things?
We were just like, oh, Diablo 4.
Yeah, we're just like, that's what we get on. And bring back StarCraft, you cowards. That's what I care about. Give us StarCraft back. StarCraft 3 or World of StarCraft or something.
There's another letter. Who's this one from? I don't know who this one's from, though. I could probably find out. There's no one here, which is even more fun.
What does it say?
This is signed by the 10 Congress, or the 6th Congress people.
Interesting.
Members of Congress. It just starts because it talks about here writing to raise the awareness of the issue that's crucial to American workers and companies, particularly in the Washington state. It's interesting they straight off with that. As you know, Washington is a driving force in the US technology industry, and it is home to companies at cutting edge of innovation, resulting in blah, blah, blah. The video game sector supports 48,000 jobs and annual revenues of 11.6 billion. So I didn't know that. That's a lot.
That is quite a few.
And again, they talk about, so this is okay. So this, for example, Microsoft launched Xbox in Japan in 2002. It's like 20 years of investment, so it's the same letter again. They're also working together on this because it's all basically the same words again.
That's
paid for third-party gamers. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, they're raising a good point And I think it's good that they're actually starting to look into this.
I wonder how daft the FTC woman now feels, who was fighting against Microsoft.
She's got her own battles to fight, from what I understand.
I know she's now struggling quite a lot, but I wonder if she's kind of regretting that.
Yeah, I think she tried to throw her weight behind the wrong horse.
The wrong person, yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, so we finish off Activision with a
Okay.
letter from Activision themselves, from Mr. from Mr. Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, the CEO, who
The CEO.
famously said the act of making games should not be fun.
Oh, he's so cool.
He is cool. He's the coolest,
And
isn't he?
if this doesn't go through, he stays in charge as well.
Yes, and this is the whole point of why we want this deal to go through mainly, is because of all the culture through Activision Blizzard that has
So
churned out.
when it popped up in October, so they made the offer or made it public in January, didn't they? Last year, is that right? So the October before that was when it all kicked off about Activision and how bad it was working there, and there was a whole bunch of suits and stuff happening, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So
but
didn't
also-
Microsoft contact them like basically the next day or the same day? Hey, we could just buy you and this will go away. Wasn't that kind of the? So
I think that's probably what they did. Was they saw this lots of bad press in the news. They saw this is a good opportunity to look like the good guys and to say, hey, if you still want your golden parachute, not going through all these lawsuits and everything, let us buy you. You quietly step away. You get your $40 bajillion or whatever it is, and you can just quietly go live somewhere, and you never have to deal with the public again.
yeah, go and live on an island somewhere. Yeah.
Yep, buy an island, sip margaritas for the rest of your life.
Yep.
You know.
So he wrote a letter out. It came out today, didn't it? Or Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
came out- I
today.
think I saw it
US.
today. Yeah.
No, US Tuesday, so it will be today. Oh, that's nice of them to write it for us.
I know they probably listen, and then they're probably like, right, we've got to get this
let's
out
get
by
this out.
Wednesday.
Yeah, this is our deadline. So it says, hi, proposed merger, blah, blah, blah. We remain confident the transaction will ultimately be approved. Last month, our team travelled to Brussels and London with the team from Microsoft to speak at closed-door hearings with the EC and the CMA in the UK. I'm not doing what they stand for because I can't remember now. During these hearings, Microsoft proposed thoughtful, generous remedies to address regulators' concern, made additional announcements reinforcing their pledge to bring more games to more players around the world. Also, contractual agreements with Nintendo and Nvidia, and Boostroid and Ubiquitous. That was the two we were talking about. Who had never heard
Yeah,
of
the
it
two
before.
we have no idea what they do.
Yeah. Proposed merger will help it compete in an increasingly competitive marketplace. Includes growing rapidly. Blah blah blah. So this is what we know. This is good.
It's all like corporate speak up until now.
Yeah. Do you want to take over? Because I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking.
No, you carry on. This is good. It's quite soothing.
Oh, it's quite soothing. Okay. Good news is regulators who initially had concerns about console competitions are starting to better understand our industry. Yes, listening. And getting rid of the PlayStation people, supposedly. The data and evidence Microsoft has been presenting is tilting the scale, which you may have seen statements from Sony, including an argument that the deal goes through. Microsoft will release deliberately buggy versions of our games on PlayStation. We all know passionate players are not. So this is good because he's calling out PlayStation, basically.
He is. He starts off calling them out quite gently, the buggy versions in inverted commas, which is, everyone's going, oh, was that an option? I wonder who was doing that.
Oh, wait a minute. Exactly. PlayStation would never do that, would they? Surely not. No.
Not like some of their games that they've helped out with are performing worse on Xbox.
Yeah, no, that'd
Just
be weird.
coincidentally, isn't it?
Sony's made the. I'm just trying to work out where to read from here. I don't want to read the whole thing because I just want to read his whole letter. Yeah. So what's good? Look, I'm going to. So this is obviously disappointing behaviour from a partner for almost 30 years. See, I've always thought this could be an issue for Sony in the long run. Just annoying Activision the whole time, especially if they don't go free. Because why would Activision deal with Sony after it doesn't go free? What would make them?
Yeah. I mean, if Sony cause it to not go through because they're such a stick in the mud, then their relationship with Activision Blizzard is irreversibly
It's done,
tainted
isn't it? It's done.
forever.
Yeah.
They can never get that goodwill back again. So for Sony, it's a lose-lose. I mean, they clearly don't want it to go through because they rely so much on COD. but then also by causing it to not go through, they're going to lose COD.
Yeah. I find it really interesting because I don't think it's a lose for Sony if they just stopped and look at it for a second. So if they let Microsoft do what they're going to do, they're still going to have COD. They're still going to have access to other games. It's going to be fine.
Yep.
But you're not going to have this Activision weirdness in the background. You're actually going to have Microsoft, who are actually a decent company, who can release games well and will release games when they're finished rather than, or mostly release well, I guess. Or Forza games are really good when they come out. They're very rarely buggy, are they? So we can't look at
and
that.
the last thing about Microsoft is that they're letting their studios have time to release games.
But also be themselves as well, not like take over.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. It remains interesting, actually.
We continue discussions with Europe and UK regulators. It doesn't talk about the US one, though.
I think the US is in the bag, though. After those letters,
okay.
After those letters and after all the trouble the FTC is going through, or whatever it is, the US is done. They're quietly behind closed doors. They've said, "Look, we've made our point. We've come up and we've gone rah rah rah. Now we're just gonna let it go through."
Yeah. So Europe and UK regulators have decision dates we're expecting in a couple months. We may have also seen today the JFTC found the deal wouldn't harm competition and unconditionally cleared our transaction.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got. But we didn't do these normally. There's a bunch of these. Yeah, I haven't read them, but I thought, oh, that's interesting. He does do them.
Yeah, so every so often he puts an update out, lets people know what's going on, which is quite good because it kind of gives you an insight into what they're thinking, especially Activision themselves.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Who will run the company when he goes away? Will it just get picked up as under Microsoft umbrella, or will they put a new CEO in, do you reckon?
Well, I think they're going to put a new CEO. They're probably going to promote Mark Ybarra, who left Xbox to go.
Oh, that's right. Do Nokia.
Oh, look, Mark just happens to be here.
Oh, he knows Microsoft. Yeah.
Mark, you can run Activision Blizzard King for now. Well, this is a complete surprise to everyone involved. How did this happen? What a coincidence. Welcome back to the family, Mark.
Yeah, Mike, here you go. Here's your handshake. Golden handshake. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, here's your
Thanks
handshake.
for saying it for a couple of years. Good work.
Yeah, good work. I wonder if Mark was the one that started leaking all the lawsuits and stuff.
I was going to say, what do we start whispering into what's face's ear? Say, oh, you really should sell to Microsoft. You really should sell to Microsoft. You really should sell to Microsoft. Yeah. Just get kind of nagging him.
You know who has a lot of money? Microsoft.
Microsoft has a lot of money. A lot of money.
Like a lot. Do you want
some money?
Microsoft have heaps of money. Like they could give you all the money you could dream of and still have money left over.
That's right. Okay, so that concludes our Activision for this week.
Segment.
Our segment, that's right, yeah. I don't think it was too long, was it?
No, not too long. Only about half an hour.
That's right, only an hour. We're actually 50 minutes into the podcast. We've only done one story.
That's insane. It's a big story, and a lot of news has come out this week about it.
I feel like I actually understand it more now as well after this week.
Yes.
I'm getting kind of more of a handle on what's actually happening.
Definitely. And I reckon you should take all the resources, because we've been covering this for a while. You should take all the resources and we should put into a big timeline and maybe chuck the timeline up on the web or have a podcast about it or something, but just from start to finish, break it down, how it went, how it's going, because I think that would be super interesting to nerds like us.
Yes. Sounds like a lot of work, but yes.
Well, I mean, someone has time until the 11th.
Oh, right, okay. I'm busy doing stuff in 2 days.
Well, I mean, you've got 2 days. It's not going to take that long. 48 hours if you don't sleep.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just get into it. Get my writing going again.
Yeah, there we go. I'm sure you can use Microsoft Project and just make a Gantt chart.
I could do a PowerShell.
That's amazing.
Okay, next story.
Right.
This is a Kiwi story, a Kiwi-based story.
Ooh, Kiwi-based stories.
Kiwi-based stories. This is very exciting.
Oh, okay.
I know. Okay, so Microsoft. No, not Microsoft. God, come on, brain. No more Microsoft at the moment. New Zealand's billion-dollar video game industry is being stolen by Australia. So we did talk about this.
Yeah, we did.
But what's kind of happening is it's getting worse. So this is actually getting picked up by local, normal news people now as well.
Interesting.
Which is a bit of a concern. So video games is the next could be a next $1 billion industry. But the Aussie tax incentives threaten to stunt the growth of the sector in New Zealand. We grow on average 20 to 30% every year. This is New Zealand's Game Developer Association chairperson, Chelsea Rapp. So that's a huge in growth every year.
That's massive growth.
Yeah. On track to be and by 2026, there can be $1 billion industry. Because currently it's at $400 million a year.
Jeez, that's nothing to sneeze at.
No, not at all. Video games have rapidly overtaken some of New Zealand's biggest exports, which is, it would do. So this is cool. Right? It's big. It actually brings in more revenue than wool. It's insane. If you don't know New Zealand is basically full of sheep. That's all we have here is sheep.
If you think of New Zealand, you immediately think of sheep.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. There's like, what is it? I think is it 100 sheep per person or something ridiculous? Like, it's insane. There's so many sheep per people.
Yeah. There's enough sheep per person that if the sheep ever uprose.
Yeah, I know, it was done.
Yeah.
No,
good luck.
I don't think they can climb up steps, though, can they? Because climb up a step ladder would be fine. They can't climb as trees, so it should be okay.
They also can't use Twitter to organize themselves.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
As long as we keep them off Twitter, we're safe.
Yep. Make sure they don't develop their own. So then the industry is going quite nicely, but what's happening is over the last 2 years, it's seen a growth just stop and plateau, largely because Australia is coming in with crazy salaries and poaching senior staff from those teams. Aussie is offering industry-wide tax offsets of 30%, and massive incentives. Some states pushed it further and getting 45 cents on the dollar, which is huge. It's a huge amount of money. They even say here Wellington Pickpock employed 200 people. And last year they lost 15 people to Aussie since the start of last year, which is a lot. This is like nearly 10% of the workforce, isn't it? And the problem they're losing senior staff. And what they're saying here is every senior staff you lose, it makes it hard to employ. So when you take on a senior person, you take on 3 to 5 junior people underneath them. So if you lose that senior person, you don't have the juniors coming in. So the knock-on effect is all the guys coming out of university and training and stuff don't come to you because they can't get a job because you haven't got the senior guys to train them up and look after the graduates.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, you read this. We knew about this. Well, I guess we were talking about this last year, weren't we? I think a little bit.
Yeah, we were.
And New Zealand's done absolutely nothing about it at all.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's not just everyone's looking at it from one perspective, right? These guys they get better tax incentives, there's higher salaries, cost of living in Australia is a bit cheaper. It's all of those combined that convince people to up and move out of New Zealand. So it's not just, we got to invest more in the gaming sector. You've got to look at the whole way that it's structured from.
Oh, but IT is the same, isn't it? Why did you go to Aussie?
I mean, more money, more opportunity.
There you go.
It's until New Zealand addresses that simple baseline of more money, more opportunity, lower cost of living, they're just going to constantly, throughout every industry, bleed people. And even a couple of tradies I know from New Zealand are now shifting across to Aussie, simply because by moving, they're instantly doubling their salary, doing the exact same job, working the exact same hours.
That's right. Yeah. Keeps going, is he? When's he going, do you reckon?
End of July, I think.
Oh, it's actually happening as well. Wow.
Yeah, it's happening now. But I mean, you want to dig holes in the ground for a year. Oh, yeah, you start getting paid as a miner, 150K Australian. I'm sure the scale's bigger, but New Zealand has a lot more sort of grassroots issues to address in order to get people to stay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, my wage has been stuck for years. My wages haven't gone up much.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the tip of the iceberg. This is why people leave New Zealand for Aussie. One, it's easy. You just hop across and the border guy says, welcome home, if you show your New Zealand passport. And second of all, it's just, you're getting paid more. No one's going to think, but if I leave, then it's going to suffer, or the New Zealand economy is going to suffer. Everyone's just like, more money, lol.
Oh, yeah, more money and the same cost of living or less. Like, why would you stay here? It doesn't make any sense.
So, yeah, I think the gaming industry is one of many industries within New Zealand that need to address.
What's annoying is you got Weta down there doing really, really well, but the government isn't doing anything to really help them.
No, the government only gives like tax incentives to American
To
companies to
American
come in
companies
wetter.
to do wetter stuff, or to do Lord of the Rings movie, got loads, like the insane amount of tax incentives of when Lord of the Rings came here 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they came again to do the TV series, and it seems that the tax incentives weren't as good, so they decided to go to Ireland or something.
Yeah. Just but it's American companies that hire wetter to do a part of the job. Whereas what they should be doing is going, right, let's try get American actors involved in New Zealand companies
Mm-hmm.
type thing, rather than here's an American production company, here's an American film company, and the person that does the special effects is wetter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's just a contractor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one part of the puzzle, and yeah, you're not going to get much kickbacks from
They're
that.
supposed to be building, weirdly, supposed to be building a film studio in Hastings, which is
Oh,
my local town. Yeah, I know.
that'll be interesting. Are you going to be an extra on what's
Yes, I
that
don't.
show with
Oh, what was it? What's that stupid hospital program called?
the hospital one? What is it?
I have no idea.
What,
Shortland
Coronation
Street. Shortland Street.
That's
Shortland Street. There you go.
yeah. Are you going to be an extra on Shortland Street?
Yes.
Nice. We can't wait.
Yes. I'll do. I'll be like a terrorist or something. It'll be amazing. We'll blow the place up.
Or just pretend to wait at an elevator for 7 hours in a day.
Okay, so we've actually got what's interesting. I think this is pretty much the same story, but it's News Hub again, and it came out today. Yeah, it was today.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually funny because New Zealand Gaming Innovation Display at GDC 2023, but at great risk of being poached by Aussie Excitement. But what I found about this was that it's actually on normal TV. So this was like BBC. I don't know. I guess it's like TV1 or something.
Yeah.
So this has gone from like, I read an article, I was like, oh, that's interesting, an article, and then it goes on the TV and they start talking about it. And they're saying due to lack of sport in New Zealand, some may not come back, only to pack their bags again. So what they're saying here is people go to GDC in San Francisco and don't come back. They just go out there and go, oh, you can get a job.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is how networking is done, right? You go up to
That's correct. Yeah.
a conference and someone's like, I like the look of your game. And you go, really? And they go, oh, we're going to pay you to move over here and buy your company.
Yep. Come over here, but develop it here. We'll publish it for you. And
Yep.
we'll give you lots of money.
Easy.
It does say 350,000, a million. Global gaming revenue is over 350 billion annually. That's the revenue for global gaming.
Jeez.
Bigger than music and movies combined.
It's ridiculous, when you think about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, here, there's an interesting line in this report here saying that New Zealand's game industry doubled its revenue in 2022, generating $407 million, outcompeting Australia's $303 million.
Yep.
So New Zealand is punching way above its weight.
Yeah. That's right. So that's why the Aussies are going, oh, we'd like some of that.
Yeah. We will just pay you to move over. Just more money. And then now that money goes to Australia.
So other countries this is what I was saying. Other countries got into this game early. Finland, a nation similar size to New Zealand, has invested in gaming for decades. The sector is now worth $5 billion.
That is a ridiculous amount of money.
It is. But that's what you do. But look at Israel. Is Israel the same? Israel has a massive technology sector.
Yeah.
Like a lot of games, programs coming from there.
And Intel is all their fabs. Most of their fabs are based in Israel. All their R&D fabs.
And there's tons of startups there as well. Like they really encourage startups in Israel.
Yeah. You got to really, the country has to stop and look at it and go, right, we need to generate income. Where is the next big sector?
They need to stop looking at
technology.
Like they need to looking at milk and sheep and cows and whatever. They need to look at other stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, you've got so much land, you can only have so many cows and sheep and milk and all the rest. Whereas a digital...
But also, with gaming, you're not relying on the other markets. Like with milk, I know that, was it Fonterra get affected all the time because Japan decide they're not going to buy any milk or something, or China decide, and then you're done. Like you got or they control the price of cheese coming around the country or something. And it destroys all their profit for the year. Whereas a game's a game. Like you make it and it costs whatever it costs.
Yep.
And no one can say... No, we're not going to have it. Like, well, that's fine because there's a whole 4 billion. Was it 4 billion gamers out there or something to pick on? Like, it's a massive market.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV3 it was, thanks, Chili. I don't watch TV, so I don't really know, but I didn't think it was funny it was on TV.
I'm just impressed. I'm seeing old Sam Hayes again.
Oh, you like your redheads, do you?
Oh, from Dancing with the Stars, she was great. She was so nice.
I can put it back on screen again for you if you want. I can just play. I'll just play the whole video just so you can watch it for a bit, talking away.
Sam Hayes was great.
That's so funny.
I think she was on the same season as David Seymour.
I don't. I'm so sad for you.
Dancing with the Stars was great.
No.
You're just jealous.
This has been a very serious podcast so far.
I know. We've covered lots of interesting stuff. It's only on the second news story.
On the second news story. Although that's actually 6 news stories I've covered in 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did some merging. Okay, so let's go back to gaming.
Okay.
So everyone can wake up now. So, this is that thing. Remember I said to you, so 25% of players have beaten, only 25% of players have beaten Hogwarts Legacy. I found this really interesting, so they do say about how concurrent users have dropped off, which is fine because it's a single-player game that's also been completed. Went from 880,000 concurrent down to 75,000. But, that's okay. But this is funny. So Skyrim and Witcher 3, both, so it's 23.7 have earned past the trial for Witcher 3, and 31.5 have earned Dragon Slayer achievements. So that's the final 2 achievements for completing the game. But I was quite interesting because I thought Hogwarts was not that hard, really. But maybe it's a size of game thing rather than difficult. Because I find like Witcher 3 is a really hard game. There's a lot to that game. And Skyrim's the same, isn't it? Skyrim's a massive game, isn't it? To get to the end. Yeah,
but Skyrim allows you to kind of mainline it quite easily.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's why it's 31%. So this is Red Dead 2, 22%. I've got to the end. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Orders 30%. Mass Effect's 33%.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an Elden Ring's 26.6%.
So this is normal for a single player game.
So it is. No, I just find it really interesting. I didn't realise only like a quarter of people finish games like this. That's what I find interesting. It's all very, very similar numbers. I wonder if it's basically the same sort of people that finish these games. And that's why the numbers are all kind of the same.
It's going to be a certain type of person who can finish a 50, 70 hour game.
Yes.
And B, can or wants to stick with a game for 50, 70 plus hours.
Yes. I guess Mass Effect's probably the shortest out of those, isn't it? It's only a 25-hour game, I think, Mass Effect.
Yeah, 25 hours for each game. So you're looking at, what, a 50, 75-hour game in total for all 3?
Yeah.
But still, if you have a look at like those circles that intersect.
The circles that intersect.
Yeah, you've got a very small group of people that actually overlap and that want to play a 75-hour game, can play a 75-hour game, and will finish a 75-hour
and actually can be bothered to go far enough to get to the final boss. And the final boss guy is always a pain in the backside.
Yeah. So it's a very, like you said, it's probably a quarter of all gamers that match all of those kind of criteria to do it. Because if you dropped it down to a shorter game, for instance, so like let's compare 10-hour games, BioShock Infinite and Atomic Heart, and those type of games that are 10 to 15 hours, anything under 20 hours, you'll probably find the completion ratio is probably around 50%, probably a whole lot higher because it's a shorter time investment.
Is Atomic Heart a 10-hour game?
Oh, a 10, 12-hour game, I think.
That doesn't look the right game. Well, that's weird. Something's broken on Atomic Heart. What's the wrong game?
So yeah,
I was going to bring it up on True Achievements.
Oh yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah. But as soon as you start getting down in the hours and you start getting more to like say the 30, 20-hour games, I bet you that ratio goes higher. If you get down to the 10-hour games, it goes higher. Like,
yeah, but Elden Ring's a reasonably difficult game. Like, I don't know if I could be able to play it. So, but it's still 25%, or 25 to 30%. It's still got the similar sort of numbers. That was what I found was interesting. Was that it's still the similar sort of numbers, even though it's a way more difficult game.
So yeah, I think it's it's probably only 25% of gamers are the people that want to finish games.
Of whatever genre it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought it was quite cool.
It's nice to see numbers like that, which is pretty good.
Yeah. Because you don't really think about it until you see it. You go, oh yeah, that's actually quite interesting.
Yeah. And I mean, thinking of just in our circle, you've beaten Cyberpunk and now Hogwarts and those type of long games. Whereas, me and Simone, we haven't really beaten any long games in a while. So that's just collectively within ourselves in a group of 3, that's like 1/3 of people that have completed a longer game.
Yes, 33%.
Yeah. So that's about right.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, next story. EA are delisting 3 games on Xbox this April.
Oh, that's amazing. EA will EA.
I know, yeah. The games will no longer be purchasable digitally from April 28th. Battlefield 1943, Bad Company, and Bad Company 2. Mirror's Edge actually is not being removed.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. Even though you can't purchase them if you already purchased them, or purchase them now if you want to complete them. The titles will be no longer have the online stuff available from December 8th. DICE announced the news through a sunsetting announcement post. They are shifting focus, towards current and future releases. Yep.
You've got to wonder though why they want to shut down the servers for some of these games.
I thought Bad Company 2 still had a decent amount of people playing it. I thought it was still quite a well-known game.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, looking at the Steam charts, there's always like 4,000 people online or so for it.
Yeah.
It's not huge, but it's still a little community.
Yep. It's a really good game. It's supposed to have a really good game. I played it a bit, but I didn't play it huge amounts. So Ubisoft is no longer attending E3 this year and will host its own event in June. Also, Nintendo said the same. I saw an article today saying Nintendo pulled out as well.
Oh, interesting. Do you think they're doing this because they were scared people were going to haggle them about all the games that they announced that are being
I'm actually out yet.
cancelled?
Because isn't Assassin's Creed Mirage been pushed back or something, is it? So
allegedly it's been pushed back.
I did see that, yeah. No, but what's even more interesting that now E3 are kind of, I think they're flapping around a bit now because there isn't really anybody going to E3. Any big companies?
No, Microsoft's not going.
Microsoft's
Nintendo,
not, PlayStation's
Ubisoft.
not there. Yeah, Sony's not there.
It's going to be
EA maybe? I haven't heard about EA yet, but
the next headline will be EA announces E3 closure or something. EA are pulling the servers from E3 because of low attendance.
Because no one's turning up, yeah. So what is it supposed to be? They're doing, so Ubisoft are doing a Forward Live event on 12th of June. I feel like they did this last year, didn't they? Yeah, okay. I recognise the name. It was a weird name. That's why it stuck out. Ubisoft Forward Live. Doesn't really make any sense.
It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue,
it's like
does
a
it?
weird Japanese or Chinese translation, isn't it? That's gone wrong. You get these literal translations that just don't seem right.
Maybe it sounds better in French.
Yeah, maybe yes. Oh, because Montreal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in French, it's probably rolls off the tongue. It sounds fantastic. It sounds like croissant. And people are like, oh. And then they translate it into English and it just goes, gone.
No. That's all really. Other than the fact that there's now word that E3 may not even go ahead.
Poor E3. How far it's fallen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a shame. But isn't E3 the idea that it's actually not just computer games? It's E3 of 3 different types of entertainment. Wasn't that the whole point of it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, Electronic Entertainment Expo or something.
Yes. That's right, yeah. Oh, dear. What a shame.
What a shame.
Almost one of these.
Almost.
I have to use one button a week. It's law.
It's the rules.
It's
I'm
the
glad you
rules.
used that button.
You know it's true. Microsoft is making major improvements to subscription management on the Xbox More control from your console. That's the headline.
Oh, it's about time.
It is about time, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, what's happening is now you can do subscription stuff from your Xbox, whereas previously you just can look at it and go, "Oh, it's running out," and then you have to go to your website and then do stuffs.
Yeah.
So it's
a bit
only
odd
offering.
that it's taken this long as well. Hey.
Yeah, but it's Microsoft. Don't forget.
Yeah, true.
This includes changing your plan, your Game Pass plan, ability to turn on and off the recurring billing. For a while now, users have been forced to make certain changes while logging into the website with account on the web browser. So there you go. It's
Interesting. So by changing your Game Pass subscription, this sounds very much like they're getting ready for the family and friends tier.
It already pops up on mine. It always gives me the option to buy it. Why don't add 4 people to your subscription or something, or 4 friends on your subscription? That's what it says to me now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, I have 4 friends.
It's $40 a month though.
That's ridiculous.
I haven't got that many friends.
Hmm.
Need more friends.
You need more
so that's
friends,
like
guys. You heard it here first.
That's right, yes. Okay, so GDC last week, we didn't talk about it at all.
No. Did anything good come out of GDC?
Well,
because
there is 2 stories I picked up from it. Actually, this week I've managed to put my stories together, which is quite unusual. Normally it's just all over the shop. Xbox exclusive wins GDC award following Microsoft Metacritic disqualification. This is really quite interesting. So it seems that because Microsoft only released 4 games last year, they were disqualified from. So due to the fact that they launched less than 5 titles in 2022, they're disqualified from the publisher rankings this year.
okay.
Because if you look at it, I think this actually gives you the list. Oh yeah, so here you go. Here's the top 10. It's got Sony, Paradox, Activision Blizzard, Focus, Take-Two Interactive, Capcom, Sega, Annapurna, Humble Games, and Devolver Digital. Microsoft's not in there because they didn't release enough games last year.
Interesting.
Anywho, so what they did was, so a major recognition they're getting of Pentiment won narrative-driven work of art. What did they win? What
Best narrative.
Best narrative? Yeah, best narrative. Yeah, that's right. For Pentiment.
Nice.
That's cool.
Good.
Yeah. So that's cool. Even though they couldn't actually be a publisher, but yeah, beat out God of War Ragnarok. Did you see what won everything though?
No, I didn't. Are you going to take us through the list? Because that'll be hilarious to see.
Oh, let me see. I did find the list actually. Oh, where is it? Let me just look for it quick. Where is the list? It was a terrible list.
I can imagine. I never thought of GDC as a place to rank games.
Oh, this is going to take me around in the world of Xbox. I'm going to find GDC. What are they calling it? GDC rankings, I guess. GDC rankings. Let's all Google together. No. It's not going to give me it. There you go. So this is hilarious because it's almost like there's only 2 games come out this year. Oh, this is useless. It's like, how hard is it to give me a list when I want a list? Oh, here we go. GDC 2023, full list of finalists and honorable mentions. So, best debut. You have Tunic in there, Vampire Survivors, and Stray One, a cat simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Best audio, Elden Ring, for Horizon Forbidden West, Metal Hellsinger, Stray, God of War 1.
For best audio. Oh, my word.
Best design, you got like Marvel Snap, which I think is awesome. Strays and the Tunic, it was a very cool game. Elden Ring won that one. Here we go. So best technology, their narrative was Pentiment. Best technology was Immortality actually was in there for best narrative, which I thought was quite cool.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah. Up against Ragnarok as well, that was. So best technology was God of War. Best visual art was Elden Ring. I was like, okay. Then Innovation Awards and Immortality, which is quite cool.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Social Impact, Citizen Sleeper, which had Dust Falls was in there as well.
Okay.
Audience Award, God of War. Game of the Year, Elden Ring. So it was kind of, I feel like there's like 2 games win most of the stuff, basically.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it derailed me slightly there, but yeah.
That's amazing.
It's fun times. Okay, next story. Oh, and the second GDC story. So, did you know it's 10 years of ID at Xbox?
Yes, I did see that. Lots of celebration around it.
Lots of celebrating. Look at this. Celebrating 10 years. A massive celebrating of 10 years.
Ooh.
So clean up my page. Yeah, so they're looking back at 10 years. 2013, 10-year anniversary. This program has helped 3,000 games to Xbox and paid out $4 billion to developers.
Jeez, that's not that bad.
It's all right, isn't it? Yeah, it's not too bad.
Jeez.
It does actually was around this. I don't know who it was now, but I found this quite interesting YouTube type thing, and they talked about this and how they all missed what was it before this? Games for Gold, game. I can't remember the name of it. Had some weird XBLA, Xbox Game Live. What was it
Xbox
called?
Live Arcade or something?
That's it, Xbox Live Arcade. That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're like, we already missed that because it was actually quite good. It had some really good games come out of the back of it. And what happens? They killed that, and then PlayStation came in with their PlayStation Live or something. A very, very similar name to what the Xbox One used to be. And that's when PlayStation 3 destroyed all indie games for that time, didn't they? They kind of took over.
Interesting.
Remember PlayStation were the place to go for indie games for a while?
I don't remember that at all. But I'm not an indie game person. So.
No, I see. No, there was a huge complaint about it. And then 2013, they decided to do the ID Xbox. Yeah, 3,000 games, 5,000 developers into the program, $4 billion. Yeah. So it kind of goes through. Ordering, so they have like Dead Cells come out of there, Slime Rancher 2, Spiritfarer Tunic came out, Hades came out of there, Artful Escape, Cuphead, Inside, Untitled Goose Game, and Celeste.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so they're award-winning games that came out. 100 countries around the world, 200 independent developers creating games within the first year, 5,000 developers across 100 countries. There you go. Most of them are action and adventure games, 39%, 13% platformers, 21% other.
Oh,
I don't know what
other
other is.
games.
Other games. I don't know what that is.
Amazing.
There's lots more words, but yeah, it was quite cool. 10 years, that's quite good, and it basically helps Game Pass, doesn't it? That's got a really good boost of Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, sign up, put your game in Game Pass, you get 5 million more downloads or whatever than you would have.
People just try it because it's there, isn't it? That's quite cool.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's fantastic.
We're getting there. We seem to have a lot of news this week. When you said we had a lot of news this week, I didn't actually think I had a lot of news.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of news. We may have to skip Carl's game thing with this rate.
What? Oh, yeah, true. How long are we going for? We're on hour 2 yet?
We're
isn't
like
it?
hour 17.
Hour 17. That's not bad. This is warming up.
1
million people reached Diablo 4 beta level 20 and saved a wolf pup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
That's quite cool.
I think this game's going to be massive.
Yeah, did you see the map of the beta map and compared to the rest of the map? Did you see that? Yep. I thought you might have seen that. There's also
huge.
Did you like the starting podcast last week when I told you there was what did I say? There was skill trees, and you went ooh.
Yeah.
That's how the podcast started. It made me laugh.
I do like my skill trees.
Oh, I know. So early access concluded. That was This is 21st of March. This is last week. This came out. So that was a weekend. That was the closed beta weekend, wasn't it? Or the beta for people that had pre-ordered it. Because wasn't last
an open beta as well.
Yeah, that was last weekend, but this is the 21st, so that means it would have been the weekend before.
Yep.
So this is a weekend of people that had already prepaid for it.
Jeez, 1 million people.
1 million people had prepaid for it, yeah, and played up to level 20. And if you do, you get a special little bonus thing.
Yeah, little wolf.
Little wolfie. A beta wolf pack. So you get a wolf pack. Oh, it's a backpack with a wolf, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little wolf pup sleeping in your backpack.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Very cute.
And it keeps going for this week as well. So if they didn't make it, you could still get it through to it this week.
I don't think it's on this weekend.
No, this is this is a last week's news article, came out middle of last week. So they were
Oh,
talking
yes.
about it last weekend as well. So you could have kept going. I didn't realize that whatever progress you make in the beta sticks as well. So when you get the full game, you just
Oh,
continue from there.
interesting. So
Hmm.
I wonder if that's going to work with items, because I heard in the beta that the legendary drop rate for items was
Ah,
escalated by 7,000% or something.
that would be quite
So
cool though.
yeah, you start off with a couple legendary items.
That would be nice.
Mm. But
Um,
yeah,
yeah, it carries forward to the yeah. And that's it really. There was a pretty little wolf for you to get.
Mm.
I wonder how many people played it. It doesn't say how many people played it. I've not announced figures, but it should be a
yeah,
decent
but
amount.
still, more than 1 million people. That's pretty good. This game's going to be huge on launch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, especially on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. Going to have like 30 million people jumping in on day
Basically,
one.
everybody is going to play it, aren't they?
Yes. Oh my word.
Multiverses, cool little game.
Yep.
Played
You
it
were
first came
quite
out.
excited about it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool little game. It's being closed until
Ah,
next
they're
year.
shutting down servers.
Now, so what's happening is they're delisting it. So they're closing the open beta.
Ah, so that was still in beta.
Yeah, closing date for the open beta is June 25th, 2023. And they're doing a
But it's
full
been up for like
launch.
a year.
Yes, right, yeah.
That's a long beta.
It is long beta. Well, it's not really. If you look at Google, they do like 8-year betas. So it's quite short. So what they're doing is, it's actually quite cool. So they're going to say, stop the beta and then relaunch it again in 2024.
No, that's stupid.
It's weird,
You've
isn't it?
got-
It's weird, but
you
no,
have
it's
a lot
kind
of
of...
people. Okay, look, no, you've got a lot of people playing it. You can spend real money in this game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a lot of people playing it. They're spending real money. You're going to stop them from playing your game for 6 months, and Starfield's going to come out, and then you're going to expect them to kind of just drop Starfield and start playing your game again.
It's coming out next year, though. Starfield's out this year, isn't it? Supposedly. Although
Yeah,
I reckon it's going to get pushed back to November.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But still, it seems stupid to
Don't
go.
you feel that these guys playing multiverses is not sort of same people playing Starfield, though?
I don't know. I think there's a big crossover of just people who play games.
Okay. They
It's
say,
like,
okay, look, let's hear them out when they say, we know there's still a lot of work to do. As a result, we have a clear view of what we need to focus on, specifically the content cadence of new characters, maps, and modes, to give you more ways to enjoy the game. Along with updating the net code, whatever that is, and more matchmaking improvements, we're also reworking the progression system based on your feedback and look at new ways to connect with your friends in the game. To do this right, we will be closing the multiplayer open beta from June 25th. As part of this, we're pausing updates and taking the game offline as we prepare for the launch of Multiverses, which will be targeted for early 2024. So they're tweaking it. They're like, this is a beta. We've beated it for a year, and we're going to unbeta it and then make it full. Makes complete sense.
okay, Lee, right. 7 years of doing this podcast. Right. The beta's coming to a close next month, guys. We're going to stop podcasting for a year.
Yep.
And then we're going to
We're going to have some meetings.
We're going to have some meetings. We're going to take your feedback. And then we're going to come back in a year. And you must still remember who we are, what we are, and care about us.
I don't see any issue. Fine. When are we doing this? We're doing this in June, yeah?
Yeah, June 25th is our last show while we
Okay, cool.
we take our beta offline.
Take a beta offline.
The 7-year beta that
fine.
we've had.
It's like Google beta.
I think it's a stupid move.
Okay. I think it's different. I've never known anyone to ever do this. Normally they just kind of, it comes out broken and then it stays broken for ages and then people stop playing it. So maybe they're going, well, rather than people to stop playing it, let's pull it before it goes really bad. Then we can release it again as a new product and people will go, oh, this is exciting. So if you did that every year for a game, got it out for a year, pulled it for 6 months, released it again, everyone got really excited, rinse and repeat.
Interesting.
Yeah, you don't think that's going to happen? I
No,
feel
I
like you're
think
suspicious.
It's a Ubisoft game, isn't it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Good question.
I feel like it is.
Yes. So yes, multiverses. I think it's going to pop up again in a year's time, and then everyone's going to go, huh, remember when that game was fun? And just stop caring.
Oh no, I think it's done. What's probably happened is the game's dying anyway.
Yeah, if the game's dying and there's not many people playing, then this is a good strategy. Because they'll go, look, we'll fix it, we'll sort it out for you guys, and then we'll re-release it, much fanfare. Hopefully it drops on Game Pass. But yeah, it seems stupid.
It's
Rather
weird.
than
It's a different way of doing it, I guess. It's a new way of
I mean,
doing it.
imagine if No Man's Sky took this route. Came out, oh no, that first year that was just a beta.
They would never release it. It would never come out again.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually says here people are frustrated because of the refunds. There'll be no refunds.
So people spent real money on a beta. There's
Yeah.
no refund.
No.
And you're hoping that the game comes out again next year, maybe, if you're lucky.
To give them more money.
Oh, that's
The
hilarious.
announcement does not change any current refund policies or terms offered by the storefronts from our Founders Pack and Gleamian bundles were purchased. For more information, please visit customer support pages for PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Epic Games. Additionally, refunds not available as a result of the open beta closure. However, all progress and previously earned and purchased content will carry over. Oh, so that's not an issue. If you purchase stuff, it will stick. You're not going to get a refund, but it will still get your stuff back when you jump back in early 2024. Also, not like they're resetting the game. You're still going to get your stuff back. It's just
Yeah, but I mean,
you just can't
if a
play the game
goes
for 6 months.
offline- Yeah, if a game goes offline for 6 months, you give up on your stuff and you start playing something else.
It is a risk.
That's a bold move. I'll give them
It's
that.
a bold move. Yes, that's what this is. A bold move.
Very bold move. And
It's
good luck
different.
to them.
It's different.
Very different. Good luck, guys.
Yes.
I'm not holding my breath.
Wow. You have little faith. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll talk next year.
Okay, if it ever comes out ever again, yeah.
Yeah. Or we'll instantly forget that this was ever a game.
I know.
that
This
came-
is what will happen. We'll just forget. And then it'll be like, oh, look, new game's coming out. Do we play this game? Don't know. Maybe.
Multiverses. It sounds familiar.
Um,
That's a pretty bold move. They've launched straight into season 2.
That's right, yes. I log in and get all the stuff. I'm like, where do I get all this stuff from? I don't remember playing this.
Yeah. What's going on?
Minecraft is getting a Dungeons and Dragons crossover. I am so confused by this. I don't understand what's going on. It's a new D&D DLC for Minecraft. It's hilarious. There's actual Dungeons and Dragons. Like, they're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and then they're doing Dungeons and Dragons things.
Minecraft people playing Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm so confused. Because it looks like it says it's DLC. But is this DLC for the main Minecraft game?
I'm as confused as you are.
Or is it DLC for like a separate game that no one's released yet?
What the heck is going on? I'm trying to make heads or tails of this trailer that you've got here.
It's Forgotten Realms and Icewind Dale, that's right. Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's amazing.
No, it is actually amazing. And it will be
Like-
amazing as well. Like, if they do this properly, it will be incredible.
If they do this properly, it'll be fantastic. But my word, I did not wake up today expecting Minecraft to go
I know.
Dungeons-
I saw it pop up on my feed and I was like, this is brilliant. You get to choose characters like a paladin, a wizard, and a thief, and something else. I was like, look, and there's actually played D&D. They're actually sat there in a D&D setup. Oh, that's just brilliant. So it's Forgotten Realms, Candle Keep, and Icewind Dale. Cannot speak properly. You get a paladin, barbarian, wizard, and rogue. You get to choose your characters. You get enemies like mind flayers and mimics. True to its tabletop roots, you'll actually start the story in Dungeon Master's basement, starting the game, venturing in a fancy world. I'm like, this is incredible. I want to play this game. Can I play this game, please? It includes a number of D&D mechanics, including rolling d20s for skill checks, combat mechanics. You can backstab as a rogue. Each class has default attack, range attack as a wizard. Special skills will come down cooldowns. It's like, this is brilliant. It comes with full voice acting. You can go alone or with a co-op venturing team. A co-op AD&D Minecraft. Incredible. Don't know. If this comes out at the same time as Starfield, I'm sorry, but Starfield, you lose.
That's incredible.
I just don't know where it came from, though. I don't understand. It just popped off my feed. I was like, what the heck? What is this? Can I get it now? Spring 2023, it says. which is
Oh,
like now.
Yep, that's coming soon.
Where did it come from, though? I don't understand.
It's amazing. They've partnered with Wizard of the Coasts as well.
Yes.
Great.
Like, it's properly licensed. It's properly done. They're not mucking around.
No, this is a proper thing
Yeah.
that people have spent time on.
Yes.
Actually made it a thing.
And they put voice acting in, like, D20s, and you can choose to be a paladin. Or wizard if you want to be a wizard, you can be a wizard.
That's incredible.
I know. I know. I was shocked at you. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I watched the video and went, yeah, it looks brilliant. It looks like Minecraft.
Yeah, that's
D&D.
great. Oh man, this looks ridiculous.
Yeah. So I'm thinking 4-player.
Oh yeah,
Paul, me, you, Simone,
yeah. D&D
run around,
shotgun wizard.
D&D. Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
You know me, give me my squishy warlocks.
Squishy warlocks in the distance, shooting at stuff randomly.
Yep.
Sadly, no
help.
clerics. Yeah, please help me. I've just died again. No clerics though, which is a bit disappointing. Bloody cleric
Amazing.
racists.
Oh, this is so funny. Well,
So-
that's something.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. I was like, wow, this is incredible.
Incredible. Good fun. That was, I don't know where the heck you pulled that out from. But good.
And it's a random website as well. Like, I don't even know the website. Gone now.
Yeah, I was also looking at the website going, have I been here before?
Yeah, no. It's been one of those days of randomness, random website people. So who was this? Oh, GameSpot. Oh, it was GameSpot. It was normal. But the video looked really
GameSpot
weird.
looks different.
It does look, the video looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Okay.
I just went, wow. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so final story. Finishing with Forza Horizon 5. This is the reason I started playing Forza 5 today. I saw this story. There's a whole bunch. So what's happening on the 30th is the rally games coming out. The rally update, which is basically going to be like, I guess it's going to be like Storm Mountain. Be a bit like that.
Yep, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, but it will be rallying stuff. There's rally trucks and rally cars and stuff you get into it. So this article came out and it basically tells you what all the updates are going to be.
Okay.
It's weird. So what they've done, they've added anti-lag. You can actually add anti-lag to your engine to make you obviously not have any lag in turbos.
Okay, you're going to have to explain anti-lag to me.
Oh, so
and
with turbos,
everyone
it's a
else
pressure thing. So when the pressure's not very high, the turbo doesn't kick in. So to prevent that, you have this anti-lag thing you put on, which means that it don't have any lag. So when you put your foot down, the turbo kicks in immediately. You don't have a lag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Literally, is what it says. Launch control assist for all cars. So this is actually quite cool. So what they're doing is they're saying, so if you basically enable launch control, and then you like, because how cars have launch control buttons now, the modern kind of sports supercars have launch control buttons. And you put it in launch control, and you put over, like, you hold it at 5,000 revs, you put your foot on the brake, and you press launch control, and as soon as you take your foot off the brake, it does all the electronics, and then it makes you start really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than you sat there like hammering the accelerator, it does it with a computer. So they're adding it to all the cars.
Oh, nice.
I thought that's really cool. So all the drag racing you do, everyone gets launch control, and then it's just it's actually a timing thing rather than being useless, because that's kind of, it's all about timing, isn't it? Launch control. And then all the cars are adding rally parts, so they're adding a whole bunch of cars here. The old RS200, which is great. GT70. There's Fiestas, there's Fords, Honda Civic Coupes, there's Hoonigan cars. There's a whole bunch of cars being added here. Rally parts for cars.
Cool.
Changing tyre profiles as well. Lots and
okay.
lots and lots and lots. It just keeps going and going and going. Wide body kits with the old 97 M3 and the 2008 M3.
Okay.
A whole new radio station called Epitaph.
Ooh.
Epitaph, I guess it is.
Epitaph. That's the one I listened to in Horizon 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. So this one's coming in with 15 new tracks.
Cool.
I don't know any of the... Oh, Offspring. Oh, yeah, Offspring.
Oh, yeah.
And
Offspring,
Pennywise. Nice.
And
Bad
Bad
Religion.
Religion.
Okay,
and
cool.
Architects.
Architect? I don't know if we're architects.
Oh, yeah, I like Architects. I almost went to one of their shows.
Oh, cool. So there's some props. Rally prop pack. Don't know what that is. There's event neon light decorations and neon cube collectibles. There seems to be some sort of nighttime thing happening on the same time.
Okay.
Midnight racing or something that's happening. I'm a bit confused by. I'm going to jump in tomorrow and see if I can find it.
We do like midnight racing.
Midnight racing. Steering wheels on new settings. Got steering rotation and lock. So that's basically for the steering wheels. They're changing the steering rotation, the lock modes. But there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do for controlling it.
Ooh.
PC gets NVIDIA DLSS 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? RTX the 4000 series?
Yep. DLSS is very good.
Very good. Okay. Additional track in the festival as well for 2 rally adventure events. So basically, because of the rally stuff, that's what's happening.
Ah, yes.
There's a new map called the Sierra Nueva? Nueva?
Yep.
New campaign, obviously, kicking in with the rally king. There's new Horizon Rally and race modes, and 10 new cars. Won't bore you people. It's just on comicbook.com, this whole thing, so I'm not going to bore you all. There's new races, 8 road races, 8 dirt races, 8 mixed races, night only, which is quite interesting. The mixed services are quite cool because the car, you kind of set it up for grip, but you don't really want too much because you're going dirt, so it's kind of, got to set them up. There's 3 ambassador races. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, okay.
And obviously the Goliath event, which is always the one that's like 10 minutes.
Yep.
And really hard. And then there's 20 PR events. So there's 5 speed traps, 5 speed zones, 5 danger zones, and 5 drift zones. Improved deformable surface included rugged sand roads interwoven with pre-deformed tyre tracks. I'm guessing what they're saying is there's going to be like holes in the road, which were there by cars beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Which can make it really hard to drive on, I guess. And if you don't drive on that bit, you get chucked off. There's 27 adventure achievements, rally achievements, which I guess is Xbox achievements.
Yep.
Then accolades, which is how they do all the is basically in-game achievements. And then this Midnights at Horizons series feature available from the 30th of March to the 27th of April for all players. Extended nighttime exclusivity for the series. Neon light decorations in the aerodrome. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do some decorating, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. I like the neon under the car.
There you go. Yeah, a drone show in the aerodrome and around the Horizon Badland Festival travel point, and then some collectible cube, and there's some new cars as well.
This is a massive, and this isn't a normal.
Well,
like,
it is. It's for the DLC.
Yeah, but this is just update 28. This is not even like a new release or expansion or.
It is. It's for the DLC. It's for the rally DLC. So it is. But the only rally bit's only at the bottom. Oh, it's all this bit here. So there's still half a page full of stuff, and then you got all the rally stuff. And that's only if you got the DLC. All the rest of the stuff is even if you haven't got the DLC, you get all the other stuff, like the extra cars and the body kits and stuff like that. The anti-lag stuff was all for anyway. I had the option today to turn on anti-lag when I was playing. Or send me emails going, how this is how you do it.
Interesting. That's pretty impressive. There's a lot going on.
A lot going on, yeah. Yeah. So I just thought, well, that's interesting. There's an update. And then start reading going, oh, no, this is an update. This is like a proper update.
That's a decent sized update.
Yeah. That's the news.
Whoa. What news.
Wow. I'm exhausted now.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez. That's like an hour and a half of news you just went through. At least an hour of that was Activision Blizzard nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in the effort of making things speedier and more exciting, I'm going to go through Carl's game thing very quickly.
Okay, give me a second.
So this does not allow Lee to fall asleep. It makes him work hard on get him to work hard to make sure he's on the ball. And it also makes sure that the listeners and anyone still watching us, you poor souls, are,
I know. We lost everybody.
yeah, everyone is just like, I'm out. It's too late.
I'm done. Activision. Don't want to talk about Activision anymore.
Tired of Activision. Why do these guys keep talking about Activision?
Who is Activision?
That's a good question. Why is Activision?
Why is Activision? Indeed.
Why indeed. Right. Carl's games thing. Gonna be nice and quick. So these are games that are being released from March 27th to the 31st. And I need to remind you, Mr. Lee, that this is part of Microsoft's, there's been 2 million games being released in 1 month type effort that they're pushing for. So there's going to be a lot of games, a lot of bad games.
A lot of dross.
A lot of bad games. Hopefully some good games for April Achievement Challenge. I mean, in order to be a good game for the April Achievement Challenge, it just needs to be quick and have 1,000 points.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only condition, really. So, yes. And hopefully these are some nice new games as well for April Achievement Challenge. So the ratio is nice and high. We can hope. That's what we're hoping for. So kicking us off is Runbeam Galactic.
Excuse me, sorry.
Okay. Lee's just choking on his excitement.
I know.
as he
I need to lubricate.
Yes, Runbeam Galactic. Run, jump, and roll your way to new high score as hazards and bonuses pop up all around the planet. Step into the shoes of Runbeam, an astronaut who landed on a hazardous planet that tries its best to kill the intruder. So this is a different take on a puzzle platformer in that the whole map is round as in a planet, and you're basically just running around the planet in a circle, collecting things and avoiding giant lasers.
I would love to show you, but oops, something went wrong. Please try and reload the page.
uh,
So this
it's
is
got
a secret.
Yeah, it's kind of pixel arty graphics. Looks like it could be a phone game where you tap the screen to jump.
I wondered that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. Moving on. Do
Yep.
you ever want to be a chef, Mr. Lee? Do you want
Yes.
to cook in kitchens?
I was going to be
And
a
do you want to
chef.
serve food? Because now you can. In Chef Life, a restaurant simulator. I mean, the graphics look pretty decent for a simulator
Actually,
game.
it doesn't look too bad. Yeah.
Doesn't look too bad at all. So in Chef Life, a restaurant simulator, you take the reins of your dream restaurant, choose and customize dozens of kitchen components, cooking surfaces, food processors, ovens, etc. to build your dream kitchen. Before firing up your burners, organize your team, and manage your supplies to obtain premium ingredients that would impress the most demanding of gourmets. That word makes almost no sense.
So you buy stuff for your kitchen. That's nice to make food
Buy
for
stuff for
people
your
that
kitchen.
complain a lot.
Indeed. Its graphics remind me a lot of that kitchen simulator, cooking simulator, I think it's called.
Ah, see, I was thinking it looks like The Sims.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
like Sims 4 looks at.
Yep. Next up is Kingdom Rush Frontiers, supporting Xbox Play Anywhere, which is quite cool. Bigger and badder than ever before, Kingdom Rush Frontiers is a whole new level of the furiously fast, enchantingly charming gameplay that made the original title an award-winning hit. So
Oh yeah, this game.
yeah, it's what, tower defense, isn't it?
I don't know, no idea. I'm waiting. Microsoft still cannot do video. It really bugs me.
No, they can't.
Everyone can drink now.
Right, no one can drink. Everyone have a drink. Microsoft Video failed.
Looks a bit like Settlers 2 almost.
Yeah, but it's tower defense. It's basically just cartoony tower defense. Could be quite a nice chill game, but yet again looks like a phone game.
Oh yeah.
Yep, nothing much exciting there. Next up, probably the biggest highlight of the whole list, we have the show MLB 23.
I played number 21 of this. I don't think I played number
Oh, yeah?
22. It's actually quite cool. It's quite a cool game.
Yeah, it's quite
It's
nice
quite
to have a
fun.
baseball game on Xbox.
Yeah. It works quite well. Like, the controls are easy enough to work out. I think I won
Cool.
my first game just about by like 2 runs or something. Like, it was pretty close. So it took me a
Nice.
few innings to work out. Rounds, I guess you call it. Rounds to work out what I was doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds right. It's
Yes,
words.
Yep.
So MLB The Show 23, it's available day one on Game Pass. It replaces MLB The Show 22. So if you're still playing that, hurry up and finish it. It's basically a good baseball game. Looks really pretty. If you've played NFL 23, then its graphics look similar. It's got that whole, sports game look to it.
Yeah, it's easy. Like, the controls are nice and easy as well. You don't need to be
Nice.
a baseball expert to work it out. Obviously, it does help if you know what a curveball and a fastball is and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter
Yep.
much.
Or you could just be like me and just jump into a game and know nothing about it and just go, oh, this is actually quite fun.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is a game that was previously an PlayStation exclusive.
Ooh.
It is Sifu, SIFU, and it's optimized for the Xbox Series, which is quite exciting. In Sifu, you will ponder the value of life and revenge as you hunt down your family's assassins. Dun dun dun. Apparently, the combat is very satisfying in this game. It's like a first-person ninja simulator, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it looks like a punching thing going on.
Yeah. It's all very ninja simulatory, quite exciting, really cool graphics, kind of cartoony style. It's been out for a year on PlayStation, got rave reviews, so it's pretty good that it's actually coming to Xbox. I was quite excited when I saw it on this list.
It looks cool, actually. I really like it. It's got a really interesting look to it.
It does look really cool. And I believe it's coming with a photo mode, which it doesn't have before. But who knows?
I don't understand the age thing. I'm sure there's a reason behind that.
I don't think so either.
Because all you're doing is fighting.
Yes. Which is pretty normal for games these days. Good fight.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's any kind of... I don't know if this is because of the trailer I'm watching. But it doesn't look like there's any kind of walk around talking.
No, I don't think there's any walk around talking. I think it's just
literally
action.
just fighting.
Yep. Have, stick, will, poke. Next up on our list is Dredge.
You know, it looks a bit like Sea of Thieves.
It's got that kind of look to it, Sifu. There's a bit of that Sea of Thieves kind of cartoony look.
Yeah.
It's a really cool assassin-y game.
I like it.
Don't you want to be a kung fu master?
Yes, always.
That's what the kids are calling it these days. Okay, let's move on to Dredge. You captain your fishing trawler to explore a collection of remote isles and their surrounding depths to see what lies below. Sell your catch to the locals and complete quests to learn more about each area's troubled past. Outfit your boat with better equipment to trawl deep-sea trenches and navigate to far-off lands, but keep an eye on the time. You might not like what finds you in the dark.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Scary.
It's got very cool graphics. This reminds me of Call of the Sea in terms of its graphics.
Yeah, but even what was that one with the fire?
Oh yeah, the one you played recently, isn't it? Firewatch.
Firewatch, yeah, it's got that sort of feel to it, that cartoony feel to it.
Yeah, that kind of cartoony, cel-shaded feel. It looks very cool, and I did have a sneaky look at one of the early reviews for it. Apparently, the story is quite emotional and makes you actually think about life.
Ooh, okay. Let's not play that. I don't want to think about life. I don't want any of those emotions.
Some people like having emotions and thinking about life.
No, don't do that.
And these people will be playing this game. Dredge. It's got smart delivery and supported on and
I like
optimized.
It looks cool. I like it.
It does look cool. Looks like a perfect Game Pass game, actually, eh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look.
Next up is, of course, the
interesting. Look at that. How we're linking our stories together.
Yeah, indeed. Forza Horizon 5 Rally Adventure. It is currently $18 with Game Pass, which is not too bad. I mean, what can you say? It's Forza Horizon 5. Looks beautiful, plays wonderfully. If you've played Forza Horizon 4, you know what you're getting yourself into.
If you played the Storm Mountain, or what's the other one? There was two, wasn't there, that came out?
There was a drift thing.
I feel like there was a snow one that came out, and there was Storm Mountain. There was another one as well.
Yeah, the snow was in number 3, and in number 4 was the island with the electricity in the sky, the lightning.
Lightning, that's right. Yeah. That was Storm Island.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember what the first one was called.
Because number 3 had a snowy mountain. And I don't think it's called Snowy Mountain.
Big Snowy Mountain.
Big Snowy Mountain. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Looks super pretty, I must say.
Yeah. It looks realistic. That's the thing. So this picture I'm looking at now basically looks like a picture of you take a picture. Yeah,
it does. Just a photo you've taken and up the saturation a little bit for. But man, fantastic. So everyone's getting ready for that. That's exciting.
Yeah, it drops tomorrow about 7 o'clock.
Yep. The Rally Adventure is included with the Premium Edition, the Expansions Bundle, and the Premium Add-ons Bundle. If you own any of those, you get it for free. If you don't own it, then you need to pay for it.
Well, you've already paid for it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Are you excited?
I need a racing car game, actually. I was playing Hot Wheels yesterday because I needed a racing car game. And then this update for Forza came out. I was like, oh, that's right. I've got Forza. And I hadn't completed Hot Wheels on Forza. I thought, there's actually it's a better one to play. like racing wise.
Oh, for sure.
More interesting stuff going on.
Yep.
So yeah, it's cool. It is good to jump back into it. Actually, giving it a year's rest was probably because I think I must have played 4 and then got straight into 5, and I should probably just give myself a bit of a break before doing it.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. Are you going to stream it? You're going to jump onto the stream?
Could do actually. Yeah, it's fun to watch.
You should. You'll be one of the first people to play it. So I reckon you should.
True. Especially if it's out at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you wake up early, don't you?
Yeah, dog always woke me up this morning at 7:30. He decided it was time to go for a walk.
There we go.
Thanks, Barney.
Wake up early. Be one of the first people to play it. Stream it.
I installed the update today for it. It was like a 20 gig update.
Brilliant. You're ready to go.
Exciting.
No excuse.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, next up is Lanark. Uncover the dark origin of humanity's new home and the truth about yourself in this epic sci-fi adventure. Set on a distant planet ruled by a totalitarian regime, Lunark is a modern take on the 2D cinematic platformer genre of the 90s. So in other words,
it looks like it's from the 90s. Actually, it looks older than the 90s. I'm sure 90s look better than this.
I think it's only because it's the 90s it has more colors. Now, before the 90s, you were limited to about 6.
CGA, was it? Or EGA you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that, CGA. This one has actually a lot more colors. There's a lot more going on. But it's all very pixel arty, puzzle platformer.
So pixel arty.
Looks like there's some alien spiders, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Next up is Palindrome Syndrome.
Palindrome
syndrome.
Yeah, palindrome is like numbers same as back to front, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And it rhymes, actually, saying it that way.
Palindrome syndrome. Oh, it does, because Rome.
Yeah, Rome. It's an escape room sci-fi game that'll test your deduction skills. You solve puzzles, you decode secret codes, you find hidden objects, and you investigate the different rooms of the spaceship while you discover the events that led you there. It looks pretty, like, generic.
Looks terrible, actually. If I'm honest, it looks terrible.
I don't know. It looks pretty generic to me. Nothing outstanding, nothing new. Yeah. You walk around a spaceship, you look at things happen.
Yeah. It doesn't look, the video doesn't look very good. Like these screenshots, but even though the screenshots don't look very good either. Like it looks very basic. Unless the puzzles are interesting, I guess.
Hopefully the puzzles are, because otherwise it's just going to be a boring game. Now moving on to something more exciting.
Yes.
There's Pirates Outlaws. We do like a pirate game.
Pirates Outlaws. Doesn't sound right. It's Pirate Outlaws or Pirates Outlaws. Pirate Outlaws or Pirates Outlaws.
I think it's Pirates Outlaws.
Yeah, but they missed the S out on the other.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay, cool.
So Pirates Outlaws. I mean, pirates are outlaws anyway.
Yeah, is it Pirates and Outlaws? Is it Pirates are Outlaws?
No, there's no and. So it's Pirates Outlaws.
That's not a sentence.
I know, it's not anything you would expect to say in your life. We are saying it, and we're going with it.
Yes, it does look Sea of Thieves game, this. Completely looks like Sea of Thieves.
Except that it's a roguelike deck builder with a unique art style.
Yes. Not really unique, but yes, it is definitely a roguelike deck builder.
It is a deck builder game, which looks like it could have been a phone game, actually. It's got nice big buttons everywhere. The cards take up half the screen so that you can read it. It looks interesting. Is one way of putting it.
I'm playing currently. I've just got a review to do for a deck building car game, and it's basically based on like a Mad Max, where you go from one place to another, but using cards. You have the racing car going in the middle, and you play cards to like shoot stuff behind you or to move your car.
Huh, okay.
Quite interesting concept.
That is an interesting concept.
Reminds me of this a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. But I mean, people like their deck building games.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
There you go. All power to you. Next up, we have Saga of Sins. It is time to atone for your sins, the game says.
I don't want to.
Oh, but it is time, Lee.
I don't want to. Don't make me.
No, but it is time.
No.
The game demands it.
You have no proof of sins.
It's an action-adventure game featuring a mystical storyline and arcade gameplay. where you immerse yourself into a world of stained glass, which is pretty cool. The art style is very cool. It does look very stained glassy.
Yes. I don't know if I like it, but yes, it does.
It's very colorful. Like the screenshots I'm looking at, you actually have no idea what you're looking at. So you hope that the movement kind of helps with things.
Oh, yeah, because of the color. Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of color happening all at once.
And it's all the same color. Like the background is the same color as the front almost. So it's,
yeah, there's no fading.
oh, yeah, because you look at this one here, like the third, fifth one along, it almost looks like he's stuck to the whatever he's attacking. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, very strange. So, yeah, that's Saga of Sins. It's got a very cool art style, action adventure game. Hopefully,
platformer, side scroller.
Yep, platformer, side scrolling platformer. You attack things. It looks like they've taken a bit of inspiration from Pentiment in their setting.
Yes, very much so. Especially the way they use the words, yeah, the layout.
Okay, let's move on to Tales of the Neon Sea. It sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Tales of the Neon Sea. I'm sure we've spoken about this somewhere in our lives. Either that or it's not a very original name.
Yeah, possibly that. I don't know, actually.
So, Tales of the Neon Sea, you take on the role of Rex, veteran cop turned hard-boiled detective, as you investigate crime in a future cyberpunk world. Oh, and the magnificent city blots out the sun.
I really like this for some reason. I don't know why. There's something really nice about this graphics. It's bits, but it's slightly higher bits than normal.
Yeah, very high pixel art, basically.
But it looks really cool. Like the backgrounds are really cool.
Yeah, everything looks really nice. It looks very cyberpunky.
I really like this.
Interesting.
Yeah, no.
Now, I hope you're ready to drink because this is
here we go.
A retro style drink, pixel art drink, adventure set in a fully realized cyberpunk cityscape.
I'm not drunk.
I mean, it's it ticks all the boxes basically. It's only $20. It's pretty
cool.
interesting.
Cool.
Lee quite likes the look of it. It looks a bit too pixel art for me. Reminds me of
it's almost Monkey Island-ish. Almost Monkey Island-ish. Like not obviously OG Monkey Island, but there's something. But it's just that step up from normal pixel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's lots of little pixels instead of just being like your
just
person
pixels.
is 2 pixels big.
Yeah, I really like all the backgrounds and everything. The detail in the backgrounds is quite cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
It's good lighting as well. Like the lighting's not pixel. You notice?
Yeah. Yep.
So that's I think that's probably what actually helps it is having not pixely lighting. It's actually just normal lighting with pixels.
Actually, that's a good point. Yes, the lighting probably does help make it look a whole lot better than it is.
Than it is. Adds to the effect. It looks better than it is.
Okay, now this is a contender for an April Achievement Challenge game.
Oh my god.
This game is...
I'm so proud I've never played any of these games.
Oh, but Lee, you have to experience them at least once.
I don't really want to.
But you should.
Everyone
convinced Lee that he had to experience one of these terrible games at least once.
The birds that can't fly properly upside down or something. Isn't that the game?
Yes. We're talking about Airy, and this is Calm Mind 3. So now they've reached number 3 of the Calm Mind Airy series. Oh, my word. You play a bird collecting feathers, flying around things. The music is repetitive. The bird flaps its wings on a random schedule, so it doesn't actually look like it's flying. And there's not much else you can say apart from it's half an hour to do 100% this game. It's made to be calm and relaxing, but if you listen to music, the music of the game, after 5 minutes,
it just loops, doesn't it?
You just end up wanting to be calm somewhere else.
So maybe you should play like some, I know, some thrash metal or something like that, or maybe a bit of Offspring or something like that. Like put something on that's really hectic.
While your bird gently
flies around, and maybe it'll make your mind think it's better than it actually is.
Maybe. But I mean, you could also take lots of drugs and play this game and think it's better than it is.
Maybe that's the way to go.
So from bad to worse, this next game is Formula Retro Racing World Tour. I mean, the name
Wow.
tells you exactly what it is. Retro
It's like
racing.
I'm in the 90s again, sat in one of those really bad racing car games.
Yep, one of those old
In the
arcade
arcade
games.
games.
Yeah, where everything is square.
Yep. And you never quite have enough time to complete the stages. So you get like 3 stages out of the lap and then you never have enough time.
Mm-hmm. It's a racing game. It's retro, so I mean everything is square. I don't know what else I could tell you.
No, you've summed up the game correctly, yes.
Yep. That's about it.
You're impressed, I can tell.
Oh my word. Like I'm just looking at these games and I'm going, no wonder they're wanting to release them all at once. It's just get them all out.
I've moved on.
Yes. This next one is Guns in Runs.
Ah.
Which sounds like you have a gun and you're running to the bathroom, but no.
I see. I was going to make that joke, and I thought, no, that's really immaturely. I'm not going to make that joke.
Luckily, I'm here to not be as
So this game
posh.
is basic Commander Keen, Commander Keen 5 or something like that, or Duke Nukem game.
Yeah,
This reminds me of Duke Nukem.
Puzzle platformer shoot 'em up
The
type
side,
thing.
the before it 3D, whatever Duke Nukem
Yeah,
that
before
was.
3D.
But this looks exactly like Duke Nukem. It's incredible.
Yeah. Lots of colors and not
Yep.
many pixels.
Yes, and just don't get attacked by anything because you'll die.
Yep. Get attacked. So let's move on to Infinite Guitars. And I wish we could find some pictures for
There's
Infinite
no.
Guitars.
It's available on day one. That's all we know. There's no.
It's on Game Pass, Infinite Guitars. The metal war machines have reawakened, and only your electric guitar can turn their technology against them. Gather up your party, tune your favorite acts, and get ready to rock in Infinite Guitars, a rhythm RPG featuring vibrant anime-inspired art, adrenaline-fueled mech battles, and a blazing original soundtrack. Playable on cloud, console, and PC. What type of game is it, Lee? What did you find for us?
Oh, so it's a it's a rhythm game, literally a rhythm game. So when you're playing, you run around places. When you do attacks, you play guitar, so you hold buttons. I've got a video showing now of it.
Okay.
So it's literally a rhythm game on your Xbox. And if you
Okay.
do, so one person has just ripped his arm off and then he's shooting things with it because he was playing, he played the right tune or whatever. And if you hit perfect, you get better attacks, I guess.
Ah, yes. Amazing.
Yeah. So if you're into rhythm games, this could be for you.
Yeah, it's got quite an interesting anime style.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a cartoon. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon style.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon. Everyone's rocking out with their guitar.
Yep.
Who knows what's going on, but okay. Might be a nice quick completion, hopefully.
Yeah, it's fun. If you it might feel quite cool because if you can play, that's just gone funny.
Well,
If you're into if you like playing that sort of rhythm game, then it could be quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So next up is
Interesting.
The Last Worker.
And this last
An
game? No.
immersive- No, one more after this one. So this is an immersive narrative adventure centered around a lone worker's last stand in an increasingly automated world. A unique blend of work simulation and stealth strategic gameplay, set in a lonely, oppressive, but strangely beautiful environment, with characters designed by comics legend Mick Mahone, featuring an all-star cast starring Jason Isaacs, Offler Derry, Offlerson, Claire Hope Ashity, David Hewitt, Zelda Williams, and Tommy Earl Jenkins.
I feel like this needs a bit more research, this game. It sounds like it's...
It does sound like it could be pretty cool. It's
I
very,
like the cartoon
cel-shaded
graphics
looking,
definitely look very cool. You can definitely tell it's done by a proper cartoonist.
Yeah, the cartoon cel-shaded look is fantastic. Those people that we mentioned, I don't know any of them. Do you know any of them?
No, and that's why I thought we might take more looking into.
Yeah.
I met.
I don't know. There used to be hundreds like you around.
Yeah, back when there were hundreds like you, I guess.
I was left alone for weeks. But then you appeared.
I just
A
thought
little
put it on.
broken. but-
Jailbroken, actually.
And you talked funny. And I felt sorry for you, so I kept you around.
Oh, cheers. Really flattered.
Yes, we're on the clock again.
That's better than pulling fluff out
What
your
does
belly
that
button.
look? It's
Let's
like,
go,
I
fatty.
guess it's almost like a
Fatty.
Borderlands look, isn't it?
Hey, can you come closer for a second?
The f*** I will. I know what you're up to.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
a
so,
Borderlands
okay.
look to it. And it's very, very voiced.
Very voiced indeed.
Very voiced.
They are leaning very much on the voice actors there.
Yeah.
But it looks like it could be quite fun, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Just judging by that, there's a bit of humor in there. Good looking graphics.
So much swearing.
Okay, and the last game for this episode. We're almost there. We're almost
We're almost done it, people. Well done for sticking with us if you have managed to make it to the end.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Beans. You did well.
This is Rally Rockin' Racing.
Rally Rockin' Racing. It sounds like it said
Yeah.
racing, actually, then, but yeah.
Rally Rockin' Racing. It's Xbox Play Anywhere. It's optimized for the Xbox Series, and it has smart delivery, which is quite cool. Get
I
ready
just
to
had
skip around.
images of Teletubbies when I look at this for some reason.
I think it's because it's overly saturated.
Is that what it is? I
It's
was like,
just-
it's the Teletubbies racing car game.
The saturation is turned up to 11. It's insane.
There's something really weird about the look of this game, isn't there?
There's something a bit off.
Car
in it.
shading's odd.
The entire game shading is odd.
What's going on?
I don't
And they've
understand.
outlined the trees in some weird way as well.
They have. They're trying to go for like a cartoony look, but also realistic. So it's kind of a weird mix of
It's
no
neither, though.
style.
It's in between.
It's a rally game. You drive cars,
And you do
race
racing,
around,
rocking and racing.
and you race. And yeah, that's it. It looks kind of weird.
Something weird about it.
Yeah. So if you look up this game, Rally Rockin' Racing, guys, just have a look at the style, have a look at these images, these screenshots, and let us know in Discord if you also think it's a little bit weird, or whether we're just old and out of touch with the
Possibly.
kid.
But there's even like reflection of sun on the roof of one of these cars. So
I know.
there's something going on with the graphics.
I know what you mean. It's like HDR and saturation is up at maximum.
Is it because all the cars look like they're stuck on? They're not actually don't look like they're attached to anything. Is that what the problem is?
Is that? I don't know.
When you draw, when you draw stuff as a kid and you draw like a car on a road, it always looks like a car slightly above the road or not actually attached to anything.
Yep, I know what you mean.
There's something going on here. I don't know what it is.
Very strange.
Wow.
Yep. Wow, indeed.
Okay, cool.
With that,
I
we've
almost
made
want
it
to
the
play
end,
this game just to see what it looks like. No.
just to see it in motion.
Just to see it in motion, yeah.
There's not even a video.
There's no
so that-
video. No, I just went, video. No video. It's only $10 as well. It's cheap.
Yeah, I mean, may as well get it. Tell us
Well,
how it is.
I don't know if it's that cheap. Oh, it's a Nintendo Switch game.
Oh, is it? Interesting. Okay.
Interesting indeed. That explains the graphics.
Okay, we've made it to the end, Lee. Look at us go. Aren't you
Yes.
impressed?
I'm watching the game now. They have
Okay.
They have actually drawn a black line around the cars, so that's why they look like they're sitting out the road. That's why they look a bit weird.
It is a bit strange. So it's kind of, they're trying to go for
It's
the
on purpose. It's a
cell shaded look. in a
Borderlands
way.
look, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is odd because, yeah, it doesn't look right.
I don't understand if it's a good idea or not. I'm confused. But it's depths as well. Like the background's got a bit of depth to it. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I should stop now. I'm
Yeah,
done.
there we go. Listen to Lee critiquing a game now that he reviews games on a website. And on that note, I think we have to get out of here
Yeah,
because
we've
this
done
is
2 hours now. It's
nonsense
a bit
again.
long.
It's been a bit long. So yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Remember, the April Achievement Challenge is coming up quick, fast, and in a hurry. Check out our website if you haven't signed up yet, and make sure that you check out the website, especially the April Achievement Challenge page, because we're going to have a really cool dashboard with the leaderboard, and you can click on your name. It'll show you where you're from and show you how many steps you're getting, blah, 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 all the other cool stuff that our website does. Visit the website. Also, we're trying to get our watch views up on YouTube. So if you're listening to the podcast on Kick, on Twitch, and you want to watch us live instead, put us onto YouTube or just put YouTube on in the background. Our last videos are getting heaps of watches, so thank you very much for putting us on there.
For listening.
Yep, we just need a little bit more, so we're pushing really hard. Put us up on YouTube, at work, on your colleague's work PC. You know, we don't care where we are, if you're even listening, as long as those watch numbers go up. That's all we worry about. But you guys have been great so far, and we look forward to competing with you in April. May the best gamer me win. But if you want to follow us individually, we all have our own Twitter accounts, our own Twitch accounts, our own other accounts everywhere else in the world. Mr. Lee, where can they find you?
I am still Lee Howard on Xbox and on Twitter, and Lee Howard 25 on Twitch. Lee Howard on Kick, which I've yet to use, but hey, follow me anyway, because at some point I might use it. Especially if they integrate it with something, and I should make it easy. They
just need to bring Kick to Xbox streaming, and it'll take off.
That's right. Ah, maybe that's the secret. Yes, that's it. That's me, really. I've been writing reviews for a company as well, which is fun. Just follow my Twitter. You'll see me do stuff. Yeah, just follow Lee on Twitter. Be his friend on Xbox and read his reviews. And then give him stick about it in the Discord, because that's always fun. Please do. And you can find me at Zarkrias on Xbox and Twitter. And sometimes on Twitch, since that's where Xbox streams to, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, we do what we can because we must. And on that note, we have been the XboxCast, and we will see you all on Xbox Live. From a Monster News Show, goodbye and good night. Beautiful. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Beautiful, did you say then?
Beautiful. The music is great. I really like it.
That's funny.
Oh my word. What a monster episode.
That was insane.
News just arrived.
Say again?
News just happened.
Yeah. And I didn't even look. That was just normal news I picked up during the week. There was no kind of flapping around.
It's amazing.
It sometimes happens. Like, oh crap, that's the right news. I look like I got 4 stories for the week, but I had like 15, 16 stories before I even started. But I felt like the Activision was a bit more kind of organized this time.
Yeah, definitely. It was good. It's good to go through it and actually just try, make sense of it all.
Cheers, Cooper. We're trying stuffs. We have 11 followers now.
Nice. 11 followers. Ooh. Thanks, Cooper. Yeah, we're trying to stream more.
Yeah, we're messing around with Kick. Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot more growth happening on Kick at the moment.
The problem with Twitch is it's so saturated. It's hard to get anywhere.
Yeah. Trying to get any views. Whereas here, because it's still growing, we kind of stick out. I mean, if you go to the podcast section on Kick,
we're second, which is shocking. We're normally first. This is terrible.
I know. Someone is streaming the weather or something, and they got 9 views, which is a bit annoying. But yeah. We just have a bit more views, or a bit more reach here, I think. And it seems to be a big growing community. A lot of the guys we follow on Twitch have moved across here as well.
I saw a few Twitters out today, tweets out today saying, I've gone to Kick. I'm at Kick. I've started a new account at Kick. I was like, okay.
Yeah, lots of people have been going to Kick, but I think it's also good to just keep the Twitch one in the background. Or when Kick inevitably fails or gets bought.
Where Microsoft buy them.
Hopefully. Microsoft Kick.
Kick Twitch into touch.
Oh. Or, remember Microsoft did the Sidekick? They could bring that branding back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go now. I'm a bit tired. I did too much talking tonight.
Yeah, I think we did a lot of talking. I still need to go to gym and go jogging.
Wow. Okay.
I know. Look at me
Disney
go.
Speedstorm looks cool, though. Have you seen that? What's more pictures that are coming up?
Ooh.
That Disney Mario Kart.
Yeah, that does look cool. Yeah, we miss Mixer, Cooper. That would have been great. If the Mixer was still around, we would be there like a pair.
Or a potato.
Potatoes don't move much. Pears at least roll. Okay, I think it's time to release Lee. He's had a fantastic day of doing nothing but playing games.
Ooh, there's a new game come up here. Fallen Legion Rise to Glory on Xbox.
Oh, that does sound interesting.
What's that game?
What's Lee looking up?
Oh, it's a game I really don't play.
Ah.
It's one of those annoying Japanese turn-based games.
Ah, that sounds exciting. Link it in the chat.
Do you think I should play
so
this? Maybe
Cooper.
I should ask that question.
We should we've put it onto Discord, that we're streaming on Kick.
I don't know. I tweet out for it.
He has been waiting on Twitch for us.
Who's waiting on Twitch for us? Sorry.
Cooper was waiting on Twitch for us, and we just never appeared. I wonder if we should update our bio on Twitch to say, check us out on Kick. Or whether that's too on the nose.
This is the game. I'll just put it in game face.
Ooh, okay. Sounds exciting.
Its developers called Yummy Yummy Tummy Inc.
Yeah, nice. I like them already.
Fallen Legion is an intense action RPG where every battle is heart-pounding fight and a gut-wrenching choice that impacts the realm. Okay, cool.
Fallen in Legion Rise to Glory. There's no link there. It's just the name.
I know, because there's no real link for it. There's like a Steam store link for it, I guess. I'll give you the Steam store link for it. Is that? Because this only just come out on Xbox, or just about to come out on Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what type of game it is.
Yeah.
I can see the empire beginning to collapse.
Ooh. Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Steam got excited and started talking to me.
Talking, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, not interested.
Come out on the 23rd of the 8th, so it's been out for a week. Oh. Released? Oh, it's 20. Oh, okay. It's been out for a while. That's weird.
Nice. Cooper's been holding off on Gamerscore. You're on our team this time, Cooper. Going to be great. Cannot wait. Lee, you're in for a world of pain. We've got Cooper and Oz on our team.
Whatever. Just bring it. I'm ready.
We're going to bring it. Just amazing. He only put up 5k this month too. Oh, good for holding back there, Cooper. What's going on?
Okay.
Mr. Lee.
It's interesting this review. I'll do that game though. I will review it because I've never played games like that ever. So I will play it just out of curiosity.
Do it. No, it'll be good.
About to post the best screenshot in the world.
Oof. Okay.
That
Can we hang
is
around and see that?
that is a statement.
There's a statement indeed. Let's hang around and wait and see what that's like.
It's a that's right, Cooper. I thought you were normally on YouTube, not on Twitch. They didn't sell it to Facebook. They just killed it, and then Facebook streaming took over, which was rubbish. I don't think they sold it to anyone, did they? I think they just killed it.
Wow, that's a fantastic screenshot, Simone. How the heck did you get that?
That's a good-looking screenshot.
Wow, word. That's watermelon worthy right there.
Let me have a look then. I shall be. Looks a bit kind of threatening.
Does indeed.
What are you playing? Yeah, they just sent it to Facebook.
My word, that's a good looking screenshot.
Oh, you've given them all the stuffs.
Yeah.
You missed one though. You missed the best one, which is on there.
Which one? Which one's that? Ah, yes, there we go. Give that one there. Okay. Right. Let's head off.
Okay, cool.
Got
Well,
stuff to
that's
do.
two in a row. We've done 2 hours now though of New
I know.
Year's.
Good job.
I'm glad we split them out because it used to be 2 hours just for one.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
I love these. The kick emotes are lots of fun.
How'd you get them? Are they okay?
Nice. Who should we raid? Is anyone exciting to raid? Or host?
Any recommendations from the crowd?
Yep.
We'll try and go for gaming people if possible.
Who should we look for? Someone playing Yakuza?
Yakuza.
Yakuza like a dragon.
The worst pro Valiant player.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Lots of COD. Fortnite COD.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, the Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone 2003. That's amazing.
Oh, that is amazing.
Resident Evil. Brawlhalla. Elden Ring. Minecraft. That DLC for Minecraft was weird.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's so good.
Where
Go to Minecraft. See who's playing Minecraft, actually.
There's a guy here playing Minecraft.
Drop his name in the chat.
Minecraft. First stream on Justin TV. What? Stream on Justin TV? Justin TV does not exist anymore.
Yeah, what the heck, Justin
Happened to
TV?
Brian's kid. That was like a decent sized plot for a few episodes. Now it just kind of fell off. Not gonna lie.
Oh, Cooper's not a fan of rating the colors and numbers.
Colors and numbers. Oh.
Jesus. Oh, it didn't work. Did you S-tap him? Yeah.
What's his name? Drop it in the chat so we can do the
He
raid.
said what?
Vastry. He's playing like Battle Royale Minecraft or
That's when you
something.
have to advertise. He needs the information on how that happens.
Okay, let's do this. Is it raid or host or?
It's called Host. Yeah.
It says the command does not exist.
Oh, well, there's. I can do it.
Okay.
There's a button, and you log in. There's a button to click on.
Cool. Excellent.
Goodbye,
The
Cooper.
rating is a lot quicker.